Hi everyone, welcome to Nova's Hero Corner. I am Gianna.
And I'm Ciara. Hi.
Welcome. But anyway, to kind of do our little intro, Nova is my D&D character on this channel, and she is a master tarot card reader, and Gianna is not.
And Ciara produces, which plays D&D, and was also very interested in tarot, and so we decided to do a whole stream just about tarot and learning it and practicing and all that jazz.
Yeah, it's been a fun time. We started this stream back in January, I think.
I think so. Yeah. Right
yeah, for Nova's Tarot Corner. And I've learned a lot of tarot stuff since then, but I feel like since we haven't been doing it over the last few weeks,
become a little rusty.
We're a little rusty. So just bear with us as this is happening. But you know the drill, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, feel free to comment in the chat and say what kind of reading you want.
Mm-hmm.
Down there.
General career, finance. And then throughout the night, we'll just be doing those readings.
Yeah.
And I guess we should say the reason that we stopped a little bit in the first place was because I got a job that is taking me to Canada.
Yeah.
So I am not in the studio, obviously. I am zooming in from Canada, and I blame Canada for all of our technical issues, because what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Kick me out?
Thanks, Canada. Just blame Canada on everything.
I blame Canada for technical issues, but we're here now and we're thriving, and we are ready to take. I have my paper ready. I'm going to make a list of everyone that wants a reading, and we are ready to do some readings. If you want a message in the chat, what kind do you want? Yeah. And then in the meantime, we'll just talk about life and love and happiness and beauty and all our lives and your lives and anything
all
else.
of the in between. Also, I just want to say I'm wearing a tarot card shirt that I got from Ross.
That's right. You bought
I
that
was
one
with
there,
you,
right?
Ciara. We went shopping, and it's the Sun tarot card. Devin actually complimented me on it, and you can't really see it, but I'm gonna give you a little. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got this at Ross, and I kind of wore it. I saved it for the occasion.
Wait, was this the first time you've worn it since I bought it? Or you bought it?
No, I wore it like one other time. But I was like, I'm not going to wear it on the D&D stream until...
You gotta save it. You gotta save it for us.
Right, exactly. I have another shirt that I bought just for Nova's Tarot Corner that I'm going to present in a couple weeks at our next episode. Okay. So we'll see. But it's very cute. Yeah,
so we're going to be doing Nova's Tarot Corner bi-monthly like it was before, so every other week. But we're changing the day and time, so now it's going to be Saturday at 9 p.m. because both of us now have jobs on the weekdays, and we don't want to be up super early in the morning on a Sunday when we both have to work on a Monday. So we decided to move it a little earlier.
It's rude.
And on a weekend day so that we can sleep in the next day.
Exactly.
And I'm sure it's helpful to you all as well to not have to be up so late.
So true, especially for the East Coasters. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 p.m. is a little bit more manageable, not so much, but a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank you, East Coasters, for being here.
Thanks, guys. We love you. Also, TK Digiboy, yes, I have cleansed the cards. Or I've tried. They're right here. I have them with me. I'm going to place them with my selenite stick that I bought that cleanses crystals and tarot.
Can you let Devin know that I don't think there's music going?
Yeah, I don't hear the music anymore.
It's one or the other. It's either the music or me. And Devin chose me.
Devin just walked in. Devin just walked in. Here he is. There it goes. Okay.
There we go. Okay, now we're creating a vibe.
Sick. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate you.
Not here.
Also, I'm so sad. Wait, real quick.
Oh no.
Not you, Devin.
Fuck.
Get out of here. I wore these earrings for tonight. They're little, like, clear quartz earrings. And you can't see them because my headphones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But the point of a crystal isn't to see them, it's to do the work of cleansing.
That's so true. That is so true.
So they're gonna still do their job even if we can't see them.
Yeah. How can I turn the music down? Because I can't. It's just a little loud. It's a little loud. Okay, I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Anyway, let us know.
Great content. Everything is content.
Yeah, everything is content, right? Okay.
Yes.
Also, Magikarp, I do have your tarot tray here that you made me. I'm using it to hold my crystals because
Ooh.
why not? It is a tarot card right in there. One of my favorite tarot cards, the Star. So, love that for us. Yeah. So let's get into it.
Okay.
Who's first?
Yeah, the first one is Magikarp herself has asked for a general reading.
Yay! Okay. Also, another thing that's changed, I'm gonna be doing the tarot reading.
Yes.
Ciara doesn't have another
I don't have
camera.
2 cameras. I have 1 camera.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that's
I'm going to be a consultant for your readings.
yeah. But honestly, like that's all I need. It's just you to like pitch in and be like, this is what this card means. I'll just pull the cards, you know?
Yeah.
You just take it away.
I will just have my my book ready. Which, you know, if anyone is new to tarot and would like to learn, I am using the Easy Tarot Handbook
Oh yeah.
by Josephine Ellershaw, which is where I learned all of my interpretations of the cards.
And then mine. Hi everyone, welcome in. Welcome in.
Hi! Hi!
I have the Everyday Witch by Deborah Blake, and this is where I'm learning all my tarot. It's a very, very thicky book with a lot of detail and explanation on each card. So that's super fun. Yeah, this is what I'm using. So, okay, let's see.
Yeah, so for anyone new, we just have 4 categories on the screen: general, love, career, finance. All you have to do is message in the chat what kind of reading that you want, and I will just write it down. And we're just coming first come, first serve. It's a 3-card reading, so we're doing past, present, future, and yeah.
Oh yeah, past, present, future. That's the other thing we forgot to explain into that.
And yeah, Tion Venus recommends journaling when you're learning tarot because it helps. Number one, it helps you to write down things because then you can help, like, it's a pneumatic device when you're writing things down to help remember. But also, if you ask the tarot a question and you don't quite understand what it means, after everything plays out, you can look back and you can be like, oh, this is what that meant. And the cards, you know, interpreted it correctly in a certain way that I didn't think about. So journaling while you're learning tarot is very good.
That is actually, like, I think in my thing here.
Yes, my book also recommended keeping a journal. So I got I funnily enough got like a Monsters University journal. And it just had like the big Monsters U I on the front.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so like perfect for tarot. I don't know,
That is
it's
so
a
cute.
single eye. And so I ended up using that as my tarot journal when I first started, so that I always remembered, like, oh, this is the fortune-telling one.
I love that.
Monsters University.
Yeah, in my book, it actually has like little places where you can like note take. Oh shoot, can you see? Probably not.
Oh,
Anyway,
that is cute.
yeah, it has like little notes, a note section. Oh my god, you like can't see because of the white, but
That's okay.
yeah, it's super nice. I try to take as much notes as many notes as I can, but
Much notes.
as much notes.
Much notes. Cards good. Yum.
Oh god, it's gonna be a stream, isn't it?
We're starting off strong. Technical issues and chaos. That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect combination. But yeah, I do need to start journaling, like in an actual like journal, because
Gives you reason to buy a notebook. I'm always
Yeah.
looking for good reason to buy a pretty notebook.
So true. If you go to like TJ Maxx or Ross or Marshalls or something, they always have really good ones.
Oh, or like Barnes and Noble. Always have amazing ones.
I love Barnes and Noble. I love it. But yeah, I do need to do that. So Thank you for the recommendation and the reminder, because I need to do that.
So Magikarp is getting a general reading.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Devin wants me to. Devin wants me to take the label off the water bottle.
I was just gonna do it because I was here. You don't have to.
Oh no, I'll take it off, I guess.
Ooh, that good ASMR wrinkle sound.
Okay, now there's no label on it. Thank you, Devin. Okay. So we have Magikarp first, correct? And,
yes, Magikarp as a general reading, and then TK Digiboy with a general reading is on deck. I'm not sure if you brought it tonight or not, but if possible, he would love to have his reading on the deck that he sent you.
Yeah, I have them.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. There are some cards in the deck that like aren't in normal tarot.
Oh, like they have they don't stick to the normal 78?
No, it's just like there's only I think 20 something.
Okay.
And it's like major arcana, and then there's some others in here that like aren't in like the counselor. Like that's not one that is like in a normal tarot,
or
like
an original Rider Smith deck. Yeah.
Yeah, or Faith. Faith is not in.
Hey, Damien.
Oh my God, where's Damien? Oh my God.
Just tuned in to say Persona deck, and that's all.
Damien, I swear to God, you have like impeccable timing. I don't understand it.
Perfect. So Damien is on our main campaign stream, Twitch Slays D&D. He plays Blackston, and he loves Persona, and so
Persona.
He, I think, is more obsessed with Gianna's tarot deck than she is, but not because it has anything to do with tarot.
Oh man. Okay. Oh my gosh, hi Haley. That's my best friend. I love her. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for joining. Also, hi Katie. Okay.
Have we ever done a reading for Damien? Damien, do you want to get on this list?
Yeah, Damien, get on here. Everyone I think has gotten a reading except for you.
Yeah, she's general love, career, finance, and we'll tell you your future.
The Magician Arcana and is numbered 1. No. Oh, wait. But in here it has the Magician already. I saw it earlier. Yeah, look, the Magician. Okay. So I don't know, it's weird. Like Magician and then the counselor's right here. This one.
So I guess what we could say is we can try to do a reading with that deck, but because we are learning the traditional Rider Smith deck, that there's not a guarantee that we'll know what the cards are.
Yeah.
Or we can certainly give it a try.
Yeah, we definitely can. Oh, okay. Tion Venus has to go do something.
All right, we will.
They'll try to be back.
We do typically chat in between readings, so hopefully you're back by the time we get to yours. You're third on the list, and if not, we'll just keep putting you at the end until you get back.
Yeah, we'll skip you until you get back.
Okay. Yeah,
okay. Magikarp. Let's get to it. And it's general, right?
Yeah, so it's a general reading. And yeah, once again, there's a reason we put these streams as just chatting, because it's like tarot with lots of talking in between.
Yep, this is so true.
Chatty bitches. I feel like I need like a glass of wine.
I would absolutely love that.
Like it just feels like the kind of
vibe.
Yeah, the kind of vibe. I mean, okay, to be honest, and people probably notice this, I usually have my giant Twitch Slays D&D tankard / pint glass on these streams, and I'm usually drinking the entire time. So would it really be a Nova's Tarot Corner if I wasn't just like imbibing?
Oh no, Devin's making me something. I can hear it.
What do you mean making you something?
I don't know. I just heard a glass like clank in the background, and maybe I think he's pouring me a drink.
Okay.
But
this is what I get.
This is just me predicting.
Oh, you didn't the 3 cards that are on the table.
Oh, you're so right.
They are not shuffled.
You're so right. Okay.
There you go. There you go. All right, and
okay.
TK is going to.
Oh.
It's going to send you some interpretations in case those cards get pulled during his reading.
Perfect. Also, Devin's just microwaving food. I heard incorrectly, so it's fine. It's fine.
So while you're shuffling, I guess I'm going to stall. But then once you start the reading, I might quickly get up and grab my wine bottle. I don't even have time to grab a glass. I'll just grab the whole wine bottle and
You're just gonna drink it from the bottle?
Well, who else is here? It's only me here.
So true.
I'm not worried about cross-contaminating anything.
So true. Live your life, you know? Okay.
This is truly one of the first times I have lived alone in a long time. I've had roommates for so long, and so just being like in, Canada by myself, it's like there's no one to stop me from terribly messy habits that I've always had.
Yeah.
So that's great for me. No one's gonna make me clean up because Devin always made me clean.
Devin. Okay. I pulled him. We're good.
Yeah, Devin, the room has never been cleaner. I know, it's because I'm not there.
We didn't ask for the roast from the chat, so thanks, Devin. Okay.
We roast them with the cards, so.
Honestly, I feel, it's only fair, I think. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess.
Ooh.
Magikarp. Living over here. Okay, so I might need to consult my...
So the first one's Two of Wands. Correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so off the top of my noggin here, Two of Wands is talking about, well, this is a general reading, so Two of Wands is talking about starting a project, a career, a job, an intellectual experiment. You're starting something, and you've started getting it underway, and you're at a point now where like you've walked a little bit down the path, and now you have a choice of like whether you're going to continue this project, whether you're going to move on to something else, or it could be two choices within this project and you're not quite sure where to go. But this is like showing that there's a lot of potential. This is showing like the initiative of like starting off on a project, and now it's not just an idea anymore. Like you've taken those first few steps, and you have to like start putting in the work and the persistence to keep going with it, or not. Like you're kind of at that initial point where it's like, all right, are we gonna commit to this thing, or are we gonna move on to something else? And that's kind of like the duality of the two paths that you now face.
Yeah, like in here it says like what to do, and like kind of like you've sat and contemplated a lot of your options, and like maybe you've had to make a decision of like which direction to go to, and maybe it was something that you like had to think about for a long time, but now, I mean, that was in your past, so either maybe you already made a decision, or like maybe this is still occurring, but it was definitely in your past where you had to face a decision and like kind of figure out which way you wanted that to go and lead you toward.
Yeah, and so Magikarp is saying the Two of Wands is finishing a set of dice. And so I would say that makes sense as well in your past, because knowing you, and if you haven't joined the Discord, join, because Magikarp posts all of these amazing dice like in progress pictures, which are really cool.
Yeah.
But you are well along that path now. So in the past, you made this decision to maybe start this hobby of making dice, and now you're really well on your way to becoming a master at it.
Yeah. I love that for you, Magikarp. So talented. I wish.
They're all the watercolor ones. Gorgeous.
I haven't even looked at the Discord today. I will be peeking. Maybe I'll peek right now.
I just posted a link in the chat, so if you're not part of our Discord, go see Magikarp's dice, because they're really pretty.
Let me see real quick.
It's full of D&D goodness.
Oh, wow. Wait.
And then what was the second card was what, Four of Pentacles?
The Four of Pentacles, so like being very cautious over something, or like guarding something. Maybe it's your heart. Maybe it's want something more physical. Like maybe you're, I don't know, protecting yourself or protecting, maybe you have like some sort of fear of losing something.
Going along with what was in the past, I'm assuming that this is still kind of talking about like a career or like a project-based thing. So Four of Pentacles usually shows that like you've worked hard to get where you are now and you're afraid to lose all that hard work. So whether that be with dice making or whether that be with your career or whether that be with like, you know, whatever success you've built up so far in your life that you consider important, you're at a point now where you're kind of afraid to take another step because you're afraid of losing what you've done so far.
Yeah, this is true. And yeah, it just like talks about like, in the picture, the guy is like standing on a chest of, or sitting on a chest of gold or coins, and basically he's just like really concerned about losing it. He doesn't want to share the wealth. Like he's just very wanting to protect what's his. But it doesn't even have to be like about money or anything. It's like emotions too. Guarding your emotions, guarding your heart, something like that. But yeah, that's what mine says. It says like, it's good to be cautious and careful, but this could also go for emotions, like as well as for money. So, yeah.
And, yes.
And then the High Priestess.
And then we're looking at the future.
Yeah. Which is the High Priestess.
Who
there
is
she is.
badass bitch.
And she's doing a little tarot reading herself. Is that wait, is that dice in the picture? I'm not joking. I think there's dice in the picture. Like you can see the cat with the bag and like the dice is coming out. I don't know.
Are they dice? Are they crystals? It's up to you to decide.
That's so true. I can't even tell. I feel like they're dice, man. I don't know. I just gotta say.
I think the interpretation changes for each reading, what you want the imagery to mean, and in this case, it's hella dice.
Yeah, it's hella dice. No, so the High Priestess is like, she's like a very wise person. And it like the whole card in itself represents like deep wisdom. And that can come from you or maybe someone else, or it's an indication to turn towards someone to seek wisdom. But maybe I feel like this card represents you in the sense like after realizing all of this stuff and like with your business and like the dice and all of that, you have a lot more wisdom than when you first started.
And mine also talks about how the High Priestess is an indication of like internal intuition and potential, and so it talks about following your gut, trusting your instincts. It also says like it could be about mysteries and secrets, so it could carry the message that there's potentially something that you missed, like, and if you're looking at your situation, the one that you're having a question about, that you should like look back and check it again and really trust your gut and like really focus on I lost it mid-thought there. But basically, like, trust your instincts, trust your gut. If something's like not lining up, look again. You might have missed something. Is kind of the vibe of there.
So true. Sometimes when you have like when you're going through your day-to-day life, you have like tunnel vision on a certain something, and like maybe you missed something in your past, but maybe it's gonna like come toward you again. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I hear that all the time with like love. You know, like if you're focused on like someone, you're gonna miss like the right one walking past you.
Definitely.
Anyway.
And yeah, I just feel like the priestess also just has like so much energy, like so much powerful energy. So just trust what you got going so far and keep doing what you're doing, and don't worry so much about losing your success, because I don't think success is something that anyone can take away from you. You know, we in life, there's lots of things that can be taken away from us, like situations and like emergency situations could maybe, like, you know, eat our nest egg and whatever, but like our achievements are intangible and they can't be taken away. So, you know, even if our pace slows down, or if, you know, we're working on something and we have to take a break for a while because of financial or emotional things, like that success that you had gotten up to at that point isn't taken away from you just because you have to take a pause or you have to take a break. So I wouldn't worry about losing, you know, anything, or like losing your success because of earthly tangible issues, because what you've learned and what you've gained can't be taken away just because of other issues.
Period.
I'm getting back into it. Thank you for it. It's been so long. We're so rusty, and I'm like, all right, what are the cards saying? Like, give me a second to like.
I'm like,
get a sense of how all this makes sense together. But we're getting it.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. It's Gianna's having a day. You know. I have to really like hone in on my knowledge again. I just feel like I like let it go for a bit. Because I haven't been doing this stream, and two, like, I've been so consumed with like my new job that like I haven't really been focused on like learning tarot and stuff.
Yeah. My new job also has been taking up a lot of my time. I would have been working today, but I demanded some time off. So that's been helpful.
Yes you did.
I was gonna work like 9, 10, 11 days in a row, and then I was like, so I'm not getting paid enough to work this many days in a row.
Yeah.
Can I have a weekend? And they let me. So
that's good. I mean, at least they let you have the weekend. Some people are like, no.
Well, I actually am working tomorrow, but they let me have Friday off, so that I still got 2 days in a row off.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's super nice.
Very good.
Yeah. So,
What
a vibe.
Yeah, so TK Digiboy is on deck with a general reading next, and then after that is T on Venus with a career reading, if they come back in time.
Cool. Sounds like a plan. And then...
Yes, and thank you all for all of your love and support in the chat as we get better at this as we go.
Yeah, thanks guys. It's been quite the journey.
We are by no means experts, and that's the point of this, is that we're learning and practicing all together.
Yeah.
And thank you for your patience.
Yeah. My hair's stuck in the headphone. Can we, real quick, just talk about this last episode, though?
Of
Twitch Slays?
Okay.
Like,
What do you want to talk about?
First of all, like, everyone gaslighting me.
No one was gaslighting you. They were just role-playing.
I just have to go. I have to leave. Are you kidding? They were all gaslighting me.
They were role-playing the fact that the past had changed, and therefore what you knew, you don't know anymore. And
I don't know.
They were trying to hit home that all of the things that you thought you knew, you do not know anymore.
I don't know, man. It kind of messed with me. It messed with me, and I think the whole timeline changing is messing with me. Like, what is real anymore?
So almost everything stayed the same, except every time you had a conversation with Blackston about Rosie, take out the word Rosie and input Natalie.
No, I know, but apparently he doesn't count in his sleep anymore, which is
right.
Sort of how?
Because Rosie dying was the thing that haunted his steps every day and caused him to count instead of sleep and caused him to become a rogue, and everything about his like personality stemmed on the fact that at some point Rosie died. So now he made this deal, Rosie did not die, Natalie still died, but Natalie was not as much of a
important to him?
linchpin in his life as Rosie was. So he still has the guilt. Brody still had that argument with him about it because there's still a lot of guilt there. But his connection with Natalie was not what it was to Rosie, and therefore so much of who he is now is not so steeped in that sadness and anger and guilt and depression and shame, you know? So he never became a rogue. He became something else. We
don't even know, and that's messing
we don't know
with
yet.
me.
We don't know what his new class is, and we're gonna find out slowly over time because that's the fun.
I think I realized like halfway through the stream, like it says our classes under our names, and his still said rogue, and I was like,
yes.
we haven't changed it.
Yep.
And Devin,
I also realized that.
Yeah, and Devin was like, no, that's perfect. And I was like, no, it's not, because he's not a rogue anymore. And he was you're gonna find out. And I was like, I just want to know.
I think I need to re-Photoshop Blackston's to just say like class, and then just have like blackout, like redacted.
Yeah, class unknown.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was like an Air Genasi rogue.
He is not an Air Genasi rogue. He is an Air Genasi something, which we'll find out.
He's a druid. I'm like,
maybe.
Is it a druid? Is it a?
We don't know. I don't know. We don't know.
I know, that's so insane.
But
anyway,
I also need to change the break screen and the starting soon screen because that also still says rogue, and has all of his stats, which are I think different now.
Oh.
But I think I might wait to change it until we know what class he is, so that his stats don't give it away.
His stats changed
An Air Genasi piece of work, I tells ya.
His stats changed?
Well, yeah, because a lot of your stats, like your base stats, are modified by your class. You get, a +1 here and a +1 there, depending on what your class is. And so I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but I am assuming that he's not as dexterous anymore, or maybe he's stronger. I don't know.
Oh my god! I just need to know.
Plaid Weasel, I am using the Golden Tarot, and Gianna is using the Everyday Witch Tarot deck?
The Everyday Witch Tarot deck.
Everyday Witch.
Yeah, that's what I'm, right? Yeah. Yes, the Everyday Witch.
Welcome, Plaid Weasel.
Welcome. Hi.
We are doing readings and chatting in between readings. If you would like to be put on the list, General Love Career Finance, it's on the screen. Just chat in the chat box which one you want and you'll be put on the list. And up on deck next, I guess this is a good segue, thank you for getting us back on track, is TK Digiboy with a general reading.
Yay! Okay, I will shuffle. Also, TK Digiboy says, I thought about making a water genasi once, and super funny because I over the summer I did like a really short campaign, and I played an air genasi, and I had a half sister who was a water genasi. So same mom, different dad, and
wow, she's just getting all up on the genies, huh?
I know, she loves the genies. That was like her type, I guess.
Yeah.
So funny.
You don't kink shame?
Yeah. No, never. Oh, TK Digiboy's doing general?
General.
Okay.
On the Persona deck.
Oh, we're doing the Persona deck.
We're doing the Persona deck.
Okay, sorry, I was shuffling the wrong deck.
That's okay.
Perf.
Yes. So, Plaid Weasel has the Occult Tarot and Crowley's, and I always pronounce this wrong, I think it's Toth Tarot?
The Toth Tarot.
Yes. So it's not the same as the Rider Smith. It has a few different cards in it, I believe, but it is beautiful. I've seen it. The art is gorgeous. So yeah, we have the Golden Tarot and we have the Everyday Witch Tarot, and then TK Digiboy has gifted Gianna the Persona deck Tarot, which is not a full tarot deck. It's about 28 cards.
Yeah.
But it is from the video game Persona, and we are going to be using that one for his reading.
Okay, one more little shuffle, and then I will get him out.
And while you do that, I'm gonna grab my wine like I promised I would.
Live your life, Cece.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I got one. We got, okay. 2 and 3. Wow.
Those are fucking pretty.
Yeah, they're dope. They're super, super sick. Let's see here. Okay.
All right, so give me,
Okay.
I can't quite read them.
Yeah.
But which ones are they?
The first one is the priestess, the second is
Cool.
the world, and then the third
Cool.
is the fool.
Okay, so those are all ones we know. That's nice and easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as far as we know, this deck is mostly Major Arcana, and as we talked about in previous episodes where we were describing what each card means, Major Arcana is way more vague than the Minor Arcana.
Yeah.
Minor Arcana will go into like all the little nitty-gritty of like career or relationships and like all of these very like specific emotions, and then Major Arcana is just like big concepts, you know?
Yeah.
And so Damien loves the cards.
Damien is so obsessed with the cards.
I love Damien's love of Persona, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I love anybody that's passionate about something, okay? And we don't judge people that get excited about things, because
This
that's
is
how people
true.
become jaded and not excited about things anymore. And yeah, I agree. Freaking cool.
Yeah.
What you doing?
So yeah, the priestess. So this is gonna be like a very, I feel like vague reading, because it's general, and it's also the Major Arcana, which is like very general.
Yeah, but I mean, in that case, you just take what the tarot gives you, and you know, it's telling you what you need to know. You don't have a specific question, it's just, here are some things to keep in mind.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Okay. For the priestess, that one, is that in Major Arcana?
That's the High Priestess, so that's the one like we just had.
Oh, okay.
Vanguard.
Dope. Yeah. So the priestess, just again like that, the wisdom that the high priestess holds, and it's just very like you've learned a lot of wisdom along the way in your life, and you've had to use that in certain situations, but it's like a very powerful card. She's very powerful. It could represent you, it could represent someone else. It's not gender specific.
But it's, just talking about tapping into your psyche and really trusting your instincts and your gut reaction to things. And also kind of talks about there might be a mystery or a secret that you don't know about, and you feel like there's something hidden, something like some hidden knowledge that you don't have.
Tea.
It's in the past, so it's like maybe it's been figured out by now. But
but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of that card. The world is, that one is like, wait, I remember seeing her. I also like the world that it has on this deck. Where are you?
Apparently it's a spoiler for the games, so don't look at too closely if you haven't played Persona, or if you're playing Persona and aren't done yet.
Oopsie.
So the world is like how we talked about in the Minor Arcana, where you go from 1 to 10, and 10 is like the idealization of everything and like the, fulfillment. That's what the world is for the Major Arcana. It's like success, victory, triumph. Like, this is your goal, this is your ideal, this is like everything that you're working towards. And it doesn't mean that it's instantaneous, it doesn't mean that like you're gonna get this overnight, but it's just showing like this is what you are shooting for, and this is like either what keeps you moving forward, or it's saying like you're gonna get everything that you've been working so hard for.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very, very positive card. It's basically like, it's like a yes, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're asking that question and it's showing you like all of these things that you've wished for and wanted for either will be coming, or maybe even that they won't come the way that you think they will, but things will work out in the end for the best.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe, you know, your questions are answered 100% how you thought they would be, but it's gonna be what's best for you in the end.
Yeah. It's like the world is like that like completion of something. The attainment of, or the achievement of a goal, or something that you've been working really hard toward, and you finally like reach that like completion of it.
Yeah, that like final attainment.
Yeah, and like it's like kind of like a triumph for you. So
you hold the world in your hands, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's kind of what it's leading toward. But I do like, you know how on these cards it has, like, the banner with the priestess, the fool? This one has, like, the world, and it's not in a banner. It's just, like, its own, like, it's, like, incorporated in the card, and I love that.
It's broken out of it.
Yeah. I think that's sick.
That's a very cool design idea.
Yeah. I do like it. So yeah, that's the world, and then that's your present, and then the Fool is Ciara, like one of Ciara's favorite cards.
This is one of my favorite cards!
Do you want to go on and explain what the Fool means?
I will do this rant every single time if you let me.
Do it!
So,
go for it.
The Fool is the 0 card. It doesn't have any value in the Major Arcana because it's talking about unlimited potential. It's a 0 because the 0 is the same thing as like the infinity. The Fool is like, a lot of people think of it like a fool is like a bad thing, like you're an idiot, but it's not. That's not what it means in the tarot. It means like childlike innocence. It means wonder. It means like not being jaded by the world. It's about holding on to that shred of innocence and kindness and joy and love, like no matter what. As TK Digiboy said, yeah, the Fool is often the protagonist in a story because that's the person that like holds that kindness and love and hope in their heart, and then through any trials or tribulations they still hold on to that like kernel of light and love and joy. And so the Fool is like, it's such a positive card because what it's saying is that like you aren't going to let the world get you down. You aren't going to let, you know, hardships get you down. You are going to stay open and loving and honest and like excitable and like interested in different things and like willing to put yourself out there. A lot of people, you know, are very guarded because they're afraid of being hurt. And the whole thing about the Fool is like, the Fool isn't afraid of being hurt. The Fool is able to like put themselves out there because they like believe in the goodness in the world, you know? And so it's kind of that like leap before you look mentality of like, I'm just gonna go for it and whatever happens, happens. And so it's a great card. I love that card. It's got infinite potential. He holds, you know, so much power. It's good. It's good. It's a good card.
We just love the Fool. We love the Fool in this home. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
That is pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Fool, like, I mean, I have like a good, I mean, I thought of it as like, oh, it's bad too, because everyone portrays the Fool as being like, oh, you're an idiot. But it's not. Like, it just is like you live life a little bit more freely than others do. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I feel like I relate to, out of the Major Arcana, I feel like I relate to the Fool the most, probably.
And I think that's, and I would agree with you in like all of the positive aspects of like, you are such a positive person and you are always like really encouraging. Like anytime any of your friends are excited about something or getting into something, you're always like right there being like a hype queen. And I think that's a lot of the Fool energy, you know, like you aren't gonna let things get you down. You aren't gonna be like negative or like, you're not going to put bad vibes out there. Like, you're just constantly happy and excited for us, and you're like always looking on the bright side of things, and you're always willing to like try new things, which is just really, it's a strength all of its own.
Yeah.
Which I do not possess because I'm a grumpy old lady. Like, okay, for example, I am trying to make friends here in Canada, and it's very hard because I have a certain type of people that I like.
Yeah.
And like, there's a certain like type of person that I can get along with and have a conversation with. And like, I can have surface level conversations with other types of people, but I don't enjoy it. I'm just, you know, kind of being polite and talking along. And you're the type of person that I feel like you can, like, literally, you can just be friends with anybody, and it's not surface level. Like, you sincerely care, like, regardless of, you know, if they have similar interests to you or not. Like, you're just there being, you know, like, excited and interested. And I am a closed off old grouch, and it's like, if you're not interested in like one of my 5 hobbies, I don't know what to talk to you about.
I don't know, like, I saw something today on TikTok, and it was like, oh, I think it was for like Gemini moons, and I'm a Gemini moon, and
Okay.
it was like, oh, in order to like feel complete, like you need, or in order to like feed your moon sign, this is what you need to do. And like mine for Gemini moon was, you need to like get a journal, which another excuse to get a journal.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was get a journal and write down like everything that like you're interested in learning about. Like you need to feed your curiosity. And I was like, wait, that's so true, because I'm so curious about like other people's lives and like why people like certain things. And I just got a job as like a receptionist at a physical therapy office, and like everyone who checks in, like I ask them something, like, and I always remember it, and like they'll come in, like there's this one guy who comes in and he's a professor at a college, and he thought that I was in one of his classes, and so every time he comes up to me, I'm always like, hey professor, like what's going on? Like I don't ever call him by his name, I call him as professor. And he's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like you always remember who I am. Or like I'll ask him about how his classes are going, and he's like, they're great. And I don't know, like one of my coworkers was like, I don't really understand, like I feel like it's ingenuine, like do you actually care? And I'm like, yeah, I actually care. Like, I actually want to know about this person's life.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you don't understand how unique that is. You know, like
really?
Being sincerely interested in people, even if you have nothing in common with them or like aren't friends with them, is like, it's sad to say, but it's kind of difficult for a lot of people. Like, if I don't share something in common with you, like if I don't have a hobby or an interest that like we both are really passionate about, I can sometimes really, really struggle. And like, that's not to say that like if someone's really passionate about something, like I will sit and like, you know, beam and listen to you. Like if Damien wants to rant about Persona, I've never played the Persona games, but I will sit and I will listen to you, like, because I love people's faces when they like light up about something that they're really passionate about.
Yeah.
But if it's not that level of passion, like if they're just talking casually about something and they're not like super, super into it, and it's not something that I'm not into, it's like, when can I get out of this conversation?
Yeah. I mean, I will try to like talk to someone about something that like I'm interested in, and people will be like not giving me the same energy that I give them, and I'm like, that sucks. Like, I want to talk to you about like my hobbies and my interests, and like I just listen to you talk about it for 30 minutes, and I don't even get to talk about it for 5 because they just like aren't as interested, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
No, and Damien, I would love to have a conversation with you about the new content and how it makes you question your life. Another day.
Oh my god. The all caps is sending me.
But that's the thing, is like, if I'm gonna sit and listen to you like rant about something that you're super, super passionate about, I want you to sit and listen to me when I rant about something I'm super passionate about.
Right?
And if we have nothing in common, but we both do that, I can be friends with you.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna sit here and like listen to you talk and talk and talk, and then you don't ask me about my life or like show any interest in what I'm interested in, it's
yeah. What is that? I hate it.
yeah.
Just-
How can you not get excited about something when someone else is excited about it?
No,
Like, even if you don't know anything about it, just like be excited.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, just play pretend even. Just playing
Well, but
pretend would be
that's
fun.
the thing though. That's the thing about you though, is that you're not playing pretend.
No, I'm not.
And that's why it's special.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Also, Alex just brought me this. It's a pin. It says, "Don't talk to me. I'm cleansing." I'm gonna put it on.
Hey,
so
speaking
perfect.
of cleansing, Tea on Venus is on deck. I don't know if they're still in the chat. If not, Lemon Viola with a general reading is next. And also, hi Alex, hi Phoenix Raven. Lovely to see you in the chat.
Hi,
Thanks
everyone.
for coming in, even if you can't talk. It's nice just to see you.
Yeah, it is very nice to see everybody. Someone tell Damien that his caps lock is on.
No, see, Devin, this is what we're talking about. He's excited about something. We don't quelch that excitement.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Not at all. If I want to talk about something, you don't even have to listen to me. I just want to say just something.
That's true.
Yeah.
Devin will just sit and rant, and even if you just kind of like stare and go, he's fine. He doesn't. He doesn't.
That doesn't
he doesn't
do
even
it for
get-
me though.
He doesn't even get insulted. Like he's just like he just wants to say it to somebody, and even if they're not listening, he's like, okay, I've said it. That's good.
No.
He's a unique being.
I'm such a validation person. Like, I need someone to be like, I hear you, you know? Like, I can tell when someone's not listening to me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stop talking. Because I'm just speaking to the void. And I don't like that.
See, Devin can speak into the void, and he's just fine, which is very strange. But I understand you. I feel the exact same way. If someone's not acknowledging what I'm saying, then I
Yeah.
also get really discouraged.
Yeah. Or like, if I'm in the okay, two things that I hate when I'm in a conversation and I'm talking about something. One, when I get interrupted, like when I'm like talking, and then they like interrupt me with something that like happened to them, or like something that's like completely off topic, and I'm like, I was just in the middle of talking to you about something. And we just, okay, I guess we'll move on. Like, you're not interested. Or two, when I'm talking and then they'll just get on their phone and I'm like, you're on
So
your
it's a
phone.
good
You're not
time
even
to,
listening to me. I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Speaking
So,
of,
it sucks, but like, whatever. You know? That's this house.
oops. Oops.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Our house is very, if you don't interrupt, you don't get to be heard.
yeah, no, I've had
It's
that.
a survival of the fittest kind of house.
Yeah.
real talk.
What
Alright.
is your favorite art from the cards? Oh, from the Persona deck? I think? Hold on.
Damien also would like to know.
Oh my god. Okay.
God, Damien, I love you so much.
Damien, do you want like a reading or something? Because I swear, like,
He does. He's on the list. He's
great.
He's under Lemon Viola, who is
Okay.
next because Tea on Venus is not back yet.
Okay, dope.
That's a good question though. Does Damien want a reading from the Persona deck as well? Or
Oh yeah, probably.
probably.
I think my favorite from the deck maybe is the Lovers.
Show it to the camera.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
We know what you're gonna say, Damien. He wants the Persona deck.
Okay, great. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I'll put it on the... Honestly, it just gives me... You know that TikTok where it's like, what's the one, like, thing that makes you, like, women, you know? This is the card that makes me go, women.
Oh.
Let me see. Maybe I can like hold it up to the actual camera. It's like, focus. It's like.
Oh, the autofocus is definitely turned off, but that
anyway,
does give it.
There's like a woman here and a woman here, and they're just very hot. And also, I love the lovers card because I'm a hopeless romantic. So.
With that bi girl energy.
Yeah, you know. Where is... I feel like there was one more that I actually really liked. Let me try to see if I can zoom through it.
Okay. Oh,
I think it was the Wheel of Fortune. I just like this one too, because it's like her actually reading tarot.
I definitely did not just unplug my monitor.
Oh no! You good? You good, fam?
I can hear you.
Oh no. Okay.
It's fine. It's just taking a second to boot back up.
Okay, sick.
I'm good. I'm good.
Let's see. What's my persona, Alex? Let's see.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. You weren't here, Alex, when I mentioned it, but just that, like, I haven't gone through a tarot corner yet without a drink, and so I went to a winery here in Canada and I bought a bottle. It's okay. It's pretty good.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's a little dry. It's an off dry. I'm usually a very sweet wine person, but this is the sweetest thing they had, so.
Is it red or white?
White. It's an off dry white.
Ugh! I hate dry white. Ugh.
I hate red, so this is the best I could get.
I love red.
Brand of wine, I'm not like sponsored or anything, but I went to gosh, what was the name of the winery? Blue Gross Estate Winery. And this is called Quill. It's got like a quill on it.
Wow, look at that
Pretty
fancy label.
It's pretty good. And you know, it was like it was in Canadian, so it was even cheaper than I thought it would be.
I love that.
So I love that the exchange rate
Yeah,
is in my favor here, so that's pretty nice.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
I was at a butcher today.
Oh.
What? Oh yeah. We'll get to that in a second. I just saw this comment and it's really funny. I was at a butcher today and they had a beer called Dexterity Saving Throw, and I'm gonna get a pack for us.
Wait, what? Okay, wait, what flavor is the beer? Is it like an IPA? Because then, gross. But if it's anything else, you should save one for me.
I will be wanting one, please.
Do you think it'll keep for 4 months until I get back? It was fruity! Okay, now I want one.
Ooh. I just have to go to the butchery now.
Damn it,
Allow me to
jealous.
Google. Okay, let us know. Keep us updated.
In the meantime, though, we should probably get to Lemon Viola.
Okay,
please.
lemon.
Are you still in the chat?
I think I
Sound
saw
off,
them in the
sound
chat, but
Yes, no, while you shuffle, I say we like I'm helping.
okay. Yay, Lemon's still here.
There they
Perfect.
are.
Thank you,
Blah, 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 blah. It's a
Lemon.
general reading.
Uh,
We're starting off with a round of generals, and then all of the rest of them are career.
Wow. Okay.
People are very interested in knowing where that money is coming.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. How can you not, you know? Especially right now, in a panorama.
Yeah, and a panini.
Yeah, how can you not know where your
Well-
next job's gonna be?
It is on everybody's mind, that's for sure.
Yeah. Def. Okay. Let me...
So TK and Damien are now going to be best friends because they're going to talk about Persona, and I
Perfect.
love that we made this happen. I love that we are enabling this Persona love.
Honestly, they're made for each other. Okay. Lemon, let's get your reading. Let's get your reading
Ooh.
up.
Is that a 10 of Pentacles?
A 9 of Pentacles.
9, okay, close.
A 10 of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. So.
Nine of Pentacles is the wish card, right?
I
think so.
yeah.
I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure it's the wish card, aka like what you wish for is coming. Nope. What am I thinking of? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the wish card.
Oh.
Nine of Pentacles is this is all about
Relaxing.
attaining stability through your own means. This is about like you're at a point where you've worked really hard and you've done a lot of work and you're successful either financially or career-wise, but because of yourself. And it's about like independence, and like it looks like you're alone, but it's not like about loneliness, it's about self like independence.
Yeah. There is a satisfaction to be had in knowing that you have earned everything you have through your own efforts.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Same thing on mine. It's talking about financial independence, not loneliness. You've attained this through one's own efforts.
Yeah.
So.
Which I feel like is fitting.
Because Lemon Viola is talented as heck.
Talented.
How talented? I mean, it is fair because I'm sure that they went through lots of practice and training and all that stuff to become that talented.
Yeah, so true.
I mean, I can't be jealous.
That's so true. Every time I see Lemon post something, I'm like, God damn it. God damn it! It's so good!
So good.
But yeah, so mine, there's even like a word in here, it's like congratulations. Whenever this appears in a reading, it indicates a time that when you can relax a little and bask in your achievements. So since this is in your past, you've definitely, like, this has happened before where like you hit a milestone, or you may have accomplished something that like maybe you never thought that you could do, and once you hit that point you were like, okay, I'm good, I hit that point which I never thought that I could get to, and now I can relax a little bit and kind of like see where it goes from here.
Yeah, you've worked really hard in the past to be where you are.
Yeah.
Yesterday and today, you know, like you wouldn't be where you are today if not for all the hard work that you had in the past, and you deserve it.
Yeah. Period. Period. Oh, wait, I'm gonna say this because I feel like this just needs to be said to Lemon. You deserve a lot of credit, so be sure to give it to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Lemon, we
Yeah, because
love
it's
you.
true, because we could like sit and shower praises on you all day long, but unless you believe it in yourself, it's not gonna matter. So
That's so true.
Give yourself the credit that you deserve.
Yeah. Period. Period. Okay, 10 of Wands.
Hell yes.
That one is like this one's like you're carrying, it feels like you're carrying a lot. Like you're carrying a burden. And you have to pick and choose which burdens to carry and which ones to let go of.
You're working really hard.
Yeah, working hard. And you're even like being like maybe you're helping other people and you're even carrying their burdens, and like this is kind of like a sign to be like, okay, maybe it's something that you shouldn't be overwhelmed by. Like focus on your burdens and like the things that you have to get done rather than like carrying other people in order to help them. Like, yeah, you can help them, but don't like make it a burden upon yourself.
Right. Pick and choose your battles, basically. Like, you know, only carry so much as you can handle, and even if other people are asking you to do things, just be able to know when you have to say no and when it's worth picking up, you know, another load.
Yeah. It's
don't be a yes man.
As much as like a lot of people are saying, like a lot of people say, be a yes man, like never say no, and then like once you have that mentality, it's
you know, maybe this is very like leftist conspiracy theorist of me, but I feel like the whole message of like just say yes to everything, and that's how you're gonna like get new experiences and get job opportunities is like propaganda by capitalism to make us into workers who never turn down free labor. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did that make sense?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it just that whole like never like say yes to everything, like, and people will notice if you work hard, and then you're gonna be the person that people can rely on, and you're gonna be the person that they go to when they need something like a promotion. Feels like propaganda.
Yeah.
To make you do more work for the same amount of pay to make a good mindless worker out of you. So
and
say
it's
no.
messed up. Yeah.
Say no if it's not something that's worth your time.
Yeah. Take care of yourself first. Like, please don't worry about like other people. And also, like, I feel like we can overwork ourselves very often when it comes to a job. Like, we want to prove ourselves to our management, and then like try to prove a point and be like, I'm one of the best workers you have, or like, you know, you want to show off like you have the capabilities to do that. But at the same time, it's also like, take care of yourself. Like, take a breather, you know, take a nap. Like,
yeah,
you know?
Or like me, when I worked 8 days in a row last week, and then this week when it was like, we're gonna work over the weekend, then I went, are we?
Yeah.
Are we though? Because I'm making the same amount of pay, so I don't think I am.
Yeah.
That was a very awkward conversation to have, and I didn't enjoy it. But guess what? I got 2 days off this week, so it worked.
So true. So true. Yeah, honestly, just focus on yourself. Let go of a few of the brooms that are seen in the picture. You know? And then your future card, Lemon, is the Page of Pentacles. And it's basically about like embarking on a new adventure. There's a new opportunity that's going to be coming. You're eager to see what the future holds. And the path is wide open.
Could be a person, but most likely it's good news.
Yeah. The page may represent a new job, a new direction for success and prosperity, or a younger person who's depending on you to act as a guide or a mentor. And
now I know Phoenix Raven does have little ones. One of our few readers that does. So this one, usually when I get like a page or a night, I say like, oh, this is probably like news or an event. But in this case, it could legitimately be a little person. So
yeah.
The Page of Pentacles, if it does represent a child, would be a studious and academic child, someone that enjoys studying, someone methodical, hardworking, down to earth, polite, self-disciplined, etc., etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be that. Or everything that you said about mentoring and good news, specifically good news about like financial or... Wow, why did I say Phoenix? Oh my god.
I was like, this is for Lemon.
This is for Lemon.
It's okay.
And I was writing down that Phoenix is going to be on the list. Fuck.
The wine is hitting you much harder than you thought.
Kill me.
Anyway.
Kill me.
It's fine. This happened before. It's fine. Like, it's all good.
Well, that's the problem. This is not the first time that I've said the wrong person for a reading.
It's fine, Ciara. It's all good. But yes, Lemon. I feel like this is... Maybe you'll be mentoring someone in the future. About, like, you know, showing your talents and giving someone some insight on how to get better at art or, you know, something of that sort. But it also could be like, again, that new direction in the future of a new opportunity.
Okay.
So that's your reading.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, even though it was a general reading, when you have a general reading, the cards point you towards a certain direction. This one has definitely been like project career based.
Yeah.
Talking about you working very hard to get where you are, you know, accumulated and nurtured your talents in the past. Now you're at a place where you have a lot, but you're also feeling like you're doing a lot, and maybe that's become overbearing, and you need to let a few projects or favors go. And then in the future, either it's, you know, really, really good news of financial nature regarding your projects, or it could even be that you're going to mentor someone with all of your expertise and knowledge that you've accumulated over the years.
Yeah. Yeah. Lemon, you're great. You're amazing. We love you.
We love you so much.
Who's next on the list?
So on deck next is Damien with a career reading from the Persona deck, and then after that is Glad Weasel with a career reading. And then at any point, if Tion Venus ever comes back into the chat, they're gonna be next.
Yay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Cool,
Do we
no
want... Damien? Are you still here? Do you want your reading?
Are you okay with doing another one right away?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Vibes.
Yeah, do it at your own pace. I'm not doing the readings in between to give you a break, so this is just kind of at your pace, however fast or slow you feel like.
You know, I'm just
You can shuffle those cards and deal them back out.
I'm all about that. I'm all about the gains, you know?
I have never realized how fidgety I am until the camera was this close to me and I can watch myself just constantly shift around in my chair.
Hello? Hello?
What's up? What's up?
I thought someone was talking to me. That was bizarre. I was like, who came in the room?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh. Hi.
There's a person.
You want to do Damien's?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Alex said they want to do Damien's.
Hello, Freddie. I think I pronounced that correctly.
Freddie!
Yeah, so we are all here learning how to do tarot. We're all beginner readers. We use basically our books for everything so far. Freddie, just Freddie.
Freddie, sorry.
But yeah, so we are referencing our book and we're practicing and we're learning, and we invite everybody in the chat to practice and learn along with us as we're giving free tarot readings, but also like with the disclaimer that we're not experts. We're not professionals. This is all for education and enjoyment and fun.
I also do love zodiac signs. So if anyone wants to talk about zodiac,
oh my gosh, Gianna will go off for days.
let me know.
Your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Mercury, your Venus sign, your Earth sign, all of it. She knows it all. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's just so interesting to me, you know, and like, I love it.
And,
everyone's like,
Freddie,
oh my gosh.
If
Sorry, go
you
ahead.
also want a reading, we have 4 options. We're doing 3-card reading, and you can just sound off in the chat, and we'll put you on the queue. And at some point throughout the stream, you'll be up next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Damien's ready.
Also, join our Discord. Shameless plug. We also have a D&D show. If you like D&D, we do D&D on Wednesdays. That's actually what this is kind of based on, because Gianna's character is a tarot reader in our D&D campaign, and then we did this spin-off based on that.
There's a lot happening here.
I cannot see it from this far away because I'm not familiar with this deck. Will you read those for me?
The Hanged Man,
Ooh.
the Tower,
Oh no!
and the Devil.
This is what you get for asking for the Persona deck! Oh fuck!
This is rough,
Oh shit,
buddy.
my dude!
This is rough, buddy. Oh, Damien, no.
Oh no! You're about to get fucking slain by this deck.
Ooh. Damien's about to like literally get roasted by Persona. It's his dream.
You love Persona, but Persona does not love you back.
Yeah, this is so true. You're right, Lemon. There is always a positive side.
There is always. And we do a damn good job of spinning it towards the positive, but like, holy shit. From just first impressions, what the fuck?
I'm literally deceased. Okay.
All right, okay, first off, I actually really love the Hanged Man.
Yeah.
That's another one of my favorite cards. And in my headcanon, this is actually really ironic because in my headcanon, if I had to pick a tarot card for each of our D&D characters, Blackston would be the Hanged Man in my mind. Though now that he's done the whole like witch deal thing, I don't know as much. Still kind of would though, because the Hanged Man talks about self-sacrifice. The Hanged Man is all about like, he's hanging upside down from his foot and he's in this really bad situation, but his face is calm and his hands are free. So he could like reach up and unhook himself at any time, but he chooses not to.
Yeah.
And so the Hangman talks about like, you're in the situation that you're in today because you've chosen to be, and most likely because there's something greater at work that like you're willing to, be at a disadvantage now, or you're willing to put aside yourself now because it's for some greater good, or it's for the good of somebody else that you really love. And so, yes, and TK Digiboy just also put the Hangman is about self-sacrifice. So I'm right, and I'm glad that I'm right. and so to me, even though this is like comes off as a negative card, like I love it because it just talks about how like you're willing to take one for the team. You're willing to like not be selfish, like you're willing to do these selfless acts for those you love. And so I guess it's kind of funny that this whole like deal with a witch of like giving up 10 years of his life to save Rosie just proves that I was right, that Blackston would be the Hanged Man because he sacrificed that for her. But for Damien, the real person, not the fake character. This is talking about how in your past there's been situations where you've sacrificed things, you've given things up, you've taken the lesser of multiple options for the better of other people or for the betterment of yourself in the long run. You've had the wisdom to see that a short-term loss is a long-term gain. And whatever situation that was in, I'm sure that you can think of one. I don't know your life, but I'm sure that there's something that came into your mind. Like, it shows a depth of character and a depth of wisdom and selflessness. That one. That is very admirable, and it's very noble. It's a very noble card. Yeah. The tower in your present is about, unfortunately, that something that you've set your worldview on, something that you've like built your foundations upon, is incorrect. And I think someone else in the chat mentioned it earlier. It's about the rug being pulled out from under you, where it's like building a house. It's like building a castle on sand. Like, when the sand shifts and the castle falls, it's always like, surprise Pikachu meme. Like, oh no, everything's crumbling. But it's only because you built something on a foundation that was bad to begin with. And so while it is like an unfortunate card because it means that like something that you thought that you could depend on may crumble, it is in the long run a positive because it is teaching you what is stable, or it's like it's showing you that something that you thought to be true was false, but now you can move forward with only truth. Like it's you can move forward wiser, and you can move forward with like not building your foundation on something flimsy. Yeah. And yeah, I think whoever phrased it as like getting the rug pulled out from under you is probably the most accurate. Like, it sucks in the moment, but in the long term, you're going to build a new foundation on something that's much sturdier. You're going to build it on rock instead of sand. And so it's going to be helpful in the long run. It's going to suck in the current. And then the devil in the future is not necessarily a bad thing. The devil card in tarot is funnily enough, it's kind of like, a lot of the time it's referred to like as like carnal pleasures, and that doesn't necessarily mean sexual. It could be like like guilty pleasures. It's like binging on cake. It's delighting in things that aren't necessarily the best for you, but that doesn't have to be a bad. It's like it can be a bad thing, but it can also mean like treat yourself. You know, it's like, and TK also just posted in the chat. You know, it's like impulsive things. You know, maybe selfish things, maybe something that's like considered like not the most healthy things, but it doesn't mean that it's always a bad thing. It could be like, you know, buying yourself a new video game when you've been trying to save money. It could be, you know, having that second slice of cake when you're like, I should be on a diet, but I'm feeling decadent. Like, or it can be like, it's all about the pleasures of the flesh. It's about letting yourself delight in things physical, you know, food, wine, love, whatever that may be for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a negative thing, as long as it's in moderation. I think that's the point of this card, is that anything in moderation.
And also it could be a person, like someone who's bad for you. Like maybe there's someone in your future who you'll end up having to cut out of your life because like they're not good for you. They're not doing anything for you. And it's about, like, it could be like, this could also be like a warning as well. I feel like, oh, be aware, like this could happen. Someone, like, you may have to make the choice to cut someone off or cut someone out. Yeah, it can represent toxic relationships, but in the future position of the 3 cards, you're right, it can be a warning of like, hey, this hasn't even happened yet. This is just like to keep in mind that this could happen if you're not careful. Doesn't mean it will happen. Just keep an eye out for toxic people, or keep an eye out for, you know, your own selfish and desires of, you know, the material world, and just always balance those and everything in moderation, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
And Magic Carp called out like playing Persona for 20 hours straight. It's selfish, and it's a temptation that probably should be avoided, but you know, it's not my life. If you've got the time, if you have nothing better to do, it can be fine. It doesn't have to be a negative. It's just everything in moderation. Yeah. And Magikarp's best friend had 47 hours of consistent gameplay.
Oh.
Wow. Persona players just be like that. How do you play for 47? That's 2 days straight. That's 2 days straight of gameplay without a break.
That's literally insane. That's 1 hour off from 2 days exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey,
you know what, Damien? You can speedrun it at 16 hours. Again, but everything in moderation. Take bathroom breaks. Eat food in the meantime. Also, hey, stream it.
Yeah.
I can be here and I will watch you stream that game, because I don't know anything about Persona and I really want to learn about it. So if you if you did a speedrun of it so that I could see it in like a very quick amount of time, I'd be here for it. I would.
That's so true. That's so true. Do it, Damien.
Do it.
Bet.
You know, we're the devil. We're the person that just goaded him into doing something that he probably shouldn't.
See, we told you it could be a person.
It was about 5 minutes in his future.
That's so funny.
I mean, it's self-fulfilling prophecy much.
I told you it could be a person, and here we are.
Here we are, like, goading him into bad habits. Do it.
Oh, no. That is too much. Anyway, Plaid Weasel, if you're still in the chat, sound off. You are going to be next with a career reading, and then after that it is Cowboy Danding, also with a career reading. Let us know if you're still here. And then after that, is it Phoenix Raven?
After that, it is Phoenix Raven with the financial reading, and then Tion Venus is just floating in the ether until they eventually come back.
Hopefully, they come back.
And congrats on being done with your homework, Phoenix. That's
yay!
Always a good feeling.
Oof,
Homework
being
sucks.
a parent and having to do homework still.
Oh, rough.
Ooh. What a time. Okay. I want to have kids, but like, I don't want to have to do homework again so soon. No thanks. No.
Do you have a degree, Gianna?
Yeah.
I think I know this.
I do. Yeah, in
What is it in?
in communications, entertainment, and tourism.
That is a very wide range of topics.
Yeah, I know.
Because entertainment, like, that's my degree, is just radio, TV, film. And then you have tourism, which a lot of universities have, like, hospitality and as, like, their own degree. And then communication also is, like, its own degree.
Yeah.
So you kind of have, like, 3 degrees all wrapped in one. That's a lot.
I know. I could do a lot with it.
You have a lot of career options in front of you, which is pretty good. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. You know, once everything opens back up, hopefully.
Unfortunately, yeah, most of those things are closed right now. But hey, Disneyland is reopening, will reopen. What day is it? It's the 17th. It's the 8th. No, it will be the 18th. Tomorrow.
It's opening tomorrow?
Wait, isn't it the 18th? That Disneyland reopens?
Really?
I thought so.
I thought it was the end of April.
I thought it was April 18th was the first day Disneyland was reopened, which is in
look
like
it up,
2 hours.
Now I just need to know.
Yeah, Disneyland reopening.
No, Phoenix, I know it's your kids' homework, but still you have to help them with their homework, and that in itself is like your
April
homework.
30th.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where did I see? I thought they had like announced April 18th at one point. Didn't they? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, I'm just wrong. Excuse me, I suck.
They might have said something like they were bringing people back April 18th, like cast members.
Yeah, I just suck. It's fine.
I don't know.
April 30th.
No, you don't. Oh, I was gonna ask you, have you seen that TikTok trend of like doing the inverted filter and like do it really quick and it like, you know,
where it just goes like doot, doot, doot.
Yeah.
I've only seen one person do it. I do not have a symmetrical face, so I refuse to do that. Especially like the hair doesn't help, obviously. But I know for a fact that I don't have a symmetrical face because when I smile, like one side of my mouth is at a different height than the other.
Oh.
I've got a crooked smile. So I hate inverted filters. It like literally rocks my fucking world when I see it. So
yeah, like I think one of my eyebrows is higher than the other, and so I'm always like, whoa, that's just like, that's different. But the
thing about eyebrows though is that you could change that.
That
like you could
so
sculpt
true.
your eyebrows to be more symmetrical theoretically.
Yeah, that's, I guess, true.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like be like, well.
No, but like if I like go to like raise my eyebrows, like this side is much higher than this one, you know?
Oh, well, I think that has to do with like you have to exercise those muscles. Like people that can like wiggle both eyebrows, you know, is because they practice. So like I can like if I have to do a quizzical, I can do it this way, but I can't switch them because I've never practiced. Like I've only ever been able to do like the one eyebrow raise on this side but not the other.
Yeah.
But I think you can like exercise those muscles to make that possible. So it seems like the reason that when you raise your eyebrows one goes higher than the other is probably because that side of your face is stronger and like has just been exercised more throughout your life. And if you like sat and focused and like did just the one eyebrow raise on the other side, you probably could make it even. But that's also just like a lot of unnecessary work to do.
Yeah.
For like a very small difference.
Oh, I hate it. Ew, I'm so not symmetrical at all. Ew, I hate it so much. Okay.
Yeah, but it's also like if you ever want to be like a Jim Carrey at some point in your life where you have those like really big expressive eyebrows, like you gotta exercise your eyebrow muscles.
This is true.
That will never be me. I do not care to be overly expressive. I think underly expressive, if that's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, like the very first Nova's Tarot Corner that we did, I thought I was being like all big and expressive, and then I actually like watched the playback, and I was like, wow, my face is just. So, hey Nucci, I've been I've like
Nooch.
actively tried to be more visually expressive since then, because I've noticed that like my little minute like eyebrow raises and eye rolls and smiles and stuff don't carry as well as I think they do.
It's like when you're in theater, you have to be like super over the top.
Yes.
Versus in film,
Yes.
when you have to be a little bit more
Yes.
like toned
Except
down.
in this case, we are on film, and yet still, it's not quite as big as I would like.
That's so
Streaming is more like theater in the amount of expressiveness that you need to have, which is very interesting to me.
Yeah, because I feel like people are just like entertained by like when it's streaming. I feel like people are entertained by chaos.
Yes, yeah. I mean, all of the like huge streamers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like PewDiePie are all big and loud and huge, you know, and like it's just I think the medium of what this art form is you have to be almost theatrical more so than film serious.
Yeah, this is true.
And I say that like having now been on set and like watched Video Village when the camera's like up here and like you saw every little like eyebrow twitch and expression and it's like ooh look at how sad he is. I don't know. I just yeah.
Oh my god. Nucci knows Phoenix Raven's kids' names. That's so pure. Hi Cyrus, hi Maddie.
That's so cute.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's so adorable.
That's so wholesome.
Also I hear yelling in the background. I don't know what's happening in the kitchen, but
chaos.
There's so much chaos happening apparently.
Okay, so I don't think I've heard Plaid Weasel sound off in a little bit. So I'm going to put a pin in them. And Cowboy Dandy is next for reading.
Yay!
It is a career reading.
What if we do like our first in person? Cowboy Dandy comes in here.
I mean, the cards would get their energy a lot better. That's true.
We'll see. Cowboy Dandy, are you still in the chat? If not, I'll just yell for you.
Hello!
Gianna, they say hey. Maddie said, oh, I love Gianna. She's pretty. Oh my gosh! Thank you! Sweet! Maddie! You're cute, and I haven't even seen your face, so there's that. Oh my gosh, that's
so wholesome.
So wholesome. Okay. So this is for Cowboy Dandy.
Here.
Great.
Yep.
It's career?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know about Cowboy Dandy's career.
You probably know more than I do at the current time.
Maybe.
Which is so sad.
Just because I'm here all the time.
Yeah, I am very terrible at keeping in touch when I'm not physically close to people. I'm a good texter, but I'm a bad text initiator. Like if you text me first, I will sit and have a whole text conversation with you. But if you don't, I will forget to text you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get that because I'm kind of the same way. Like, I literally am so bad at reaching out. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, if they want to talk to me, like they'll just reach out to me.
Yeah, I'm really good at like once we're in a text conversation, I will like respond back right away. I'll make sure to keep the conversation going. But like I'm just terrible at starting it, especially if I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah.
I, like, don't know. I've and it's not even that I don't want to talk to you, it's that I just like forget.
Yeah.
To be like, oh hey, you exist.
Yeah, so true. I know. I feel that so hard.
Which is a very long way of saying that, like, hey Alex, I love you. I'm sorry I haven't texted much. I hope your career is going well.
Hopefully everything's fine. Okay. Let us get into the career reading. Magikarp literally stop.
Ooh.
My heart. And I also love Maddie.
We got
so
a lot
much.
of boys on brooms over here.
Boys on brooms! Okay. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups.
Oh, they're all knights. Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Vibes. Interesting. Okay. This is a career reading, but there's a lot of like water happening here, which is interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna let you take this one because you know a lot more about the situation than I do.
Okay. Oh my god! Alex is showing up right next to me. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Okay.
I was summoned.
Alex 100% gives boys on brooms vibes.
What does that even mean?
Oh my god. Okay. The Knight of Cups is like basically like passion is good, but be careful to not let like your heart completely overrule your head. So maybe in your past, like you've let your emotions really take over rather than thinking logically when it comes to career. And maybe that hindered you, you know? And that's okay. It's in your past. But it's just like, you know, think about it.
Okay.
You don't want to let like your emotions overrule your head,
Of course not.
especially when it comes to career, because like that's a little bit more like logical,
Yeah.
right?
I'm boys on brooms. I can't have that.
Boys on brooms, you can't have it, right? Okay. Magic says Alex is my favorite goblin. You're dead.
I'm just gonna.
There you go.
it.
Yeah,
We'll
there you
leave
go. Perfect. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is next, which is in your back here, which is in your present. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay.
You have all the tools that you need for a prosperous and successful future, and it looks like you're about to set off into like a new adventure. So like this could be happening right now, where like you just started something new, which is accurate. And it's a good thing, and the energy is strong. And let's see. Okay, it's a twofold suggestion. One, that it is time to make changes and move forward in your life, and two, that you need to do so cautiously and methodically, checking into all your options before making a final decision on which direction to take. Are you rushing into something too fast? Period.
Am I?
But just a reminder to like take a breath, slow down. Like life isn't a race, you know? It's just like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let yourself just get there. And then the Six of Cups. Oh, I think the Six of Cups is like a pure card. Yeah, it's basically like this mage giving like this little girl something, and so like in your future, maybe you'll be passing something down to someone else, and like for like the better, obviously. Like you could be teaching someone something that you've learned along the way when it comes to your career, and like you're kind of like a mentor to them, and you pass that down. And these are, it says like random acts of kindness, and it says something nice to everyone you meet for a day, or give an unexpected gift just to show someone you love them. And so it's just maybe to Six of Cups reminds us of the value of giving and receiving little moments of joy. So yeah, just give in your future you'll be giving a random act of Kindness.
Random acts of helpfulness.
From the Honda. Oh my god.
Oh no, their branding claws have gotten into
Get
you.
500 followers.
What?
That's Honda. Thanks, Gianna.
You're welcome. Impeccable chaos energy vibes. All the chaos here in this house. You already know. Is my hair going purple again?
I think it's okay.
Okay. You guys, the green screen, because this is a green screen, obviously, and it was making my hair look purple with the background, and it looked kind of good.
Hey, I'm the first one that's gonna say fucking dye your hair.
I know, and I just can't because I have a job.
I don't know.
I want to dye my hair purple. I think that would look
Every
so cool.
single person on set, the first time they see me, the first thing that they say to me is like something about my hair.
No way.
It's just like, it's like a free conversation starter card for them. Like they don't know what they want to say to me, and they're just like, they're like the hair. It's an easy out, you know? And so like my first day on set, I lost count, but I think it was somewhere from like 6 to 10 people like commented on my hair.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, I am working on a Hallmark show, and so the number of people that have hair like mine is very slight. There's other people that have dyed hair, don't get me wrong, but like
Yeah.
the buzz and then the 5 colors of dye, not so much. But random side tangent, I got a manicure today and I got my nail colors based on my hair colors because I didn't know what else to do.
I love that.
So I was like, match my hair.
What is each color?
Green, blue, purple, pink, and yellow. Though the yellow ended up being more like greenish. Kind of said it was supposed to be like a gold, but it didn't turn out that way. But yeah.
Got it. But I love that. Now your nails match your hair.
Now my nails match my hair because
That's
I'm
so
just
pure.
that level of coordinated. Not usually, but I am now.
Yeah. There you go. I'm gonna put my cards and I'm gonna put the selenite on it with the quartz, just to give it a little quick refresh. Who's next?
Next is Phoenix Raven with a financial reading.
Okay, perfect.
Phoenix Raven says, I kind of want to cut like yours, but hubby would kill me. Your husband does not dictate what you do with your appearance, and if he does, that's when...
That's so true. Period.
I get it. Like, partners are allowed to tell you what they find attractive and what they don't find attractive. Like, I think that that's healthy. I don't think that, like, if they have a preference that they should be afraid to, like, tell you what their preference is. But if you really, really want to do something, they can't tell you not to. They can only just kind of tell you, like, hey, like, I like this and I don't quite like that. But if you change your appearance, like, they should be supportive. And if they suddenly don't like you if you change your appearance, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Phoenix
that's true.
Raven says, I respect what he wants. Yeah, and I agree. I think you should take his, his opinion into account. But in the end of the day, it's your body, so.
Yeah. So true.
Hey, Devin, do you want to tell me about those deal breakers?
Anyway, we're just gonna move on.
If I shaved my head, I think would you break up with me?
I don't think. First of all, wait. Now that I'm envisioning it, I feel like you would look very good with a buzzed head.
No. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like
you would look real good with a buzzed head.
No, girls that look good with buzzed head have like really like sharp features. Like I feel like girls that have like I would never do a pixie cut, and I would never shave my head. Not because I'm afraid, but because I know my own facial shape and I know what looks good on me and what doesn't. And I feel like girls that have pixie cuts and girls that shave their head have like very angular features, like very sharp cheekbones, very sharp chins, and like they can pull it off because like of the composition of their face shape. But I have a very square jaw and I have very chubby cheeks, and I feel like if I were to do like a pixie cut or shave my head that it would just accentuate those even more. And I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's super interesting because I'm like envisioning you with a buzzed head right now, and I feel like it would look good.
I feel like if I shaved my head, it would make my face look more masculine, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not my aesthetic. And
Got
so
it.
I would not prefer it.
Yeah, I agree. Ciara does have the right energy to kill it with a shaved head. Absolutely.
I have what I think, like, weirdly, I feel like I have masculine features, kind of, and like everything that I do is to like offset that to look more feminine. And
Okay.
I know that I'm not masculine looking, but like I have like wide shoulders, I have like a round face, and I'm always just trying to make it look like cuter.
Okay.
And I don't think I could pull off a pixie cut or a shaved head.
I could not pull off a pixie cut. One, not my aesthetic. Two, I've got a round face. It would just not look good. I had really short hair, like in college. Like, I think my hair was like, oh my god, there's pictures on my Instagram. But it was like real short. Like, it was like here. And it made my face look a lot rounder than I wanted it to look.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So pixie cuts are my aesthetic. I think girls with pixie cuts are hot.
Yeah.
But I have a round face, and I feel like a pixie cut would just make my face look rounder, and I don't want that. Like, all the cutest girls that have pixie cuts have very, like, angular... Like, Keira Knightley had a pixie cut in that one, like, movie that I can't remember the name of. And she can pull it off because Keira Knightley has, like, cheekbones.
Oh, Keira Knightley's
you know?
so hot.
I don't have cheekbones, so I don't feel like I can pull off a pixie cut.
Okay.
That is all. Anyway, I would wear a bald cap, Nucci, if I owned a bald cap, which I do not. I do not own
So that just means we have to send you one.
Yeah, but then I have to, like, tote it back. And also, international shipping to Canada, not cheap. So
I don't know.
Well, you know what, Nucci? If you want to, I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Not international if you do it through Amazon. That's true.
That's not true! Because I've been trying to order shit on Amazon up here, and I don't get Prime shipping. So...
You don't?
No! Canada's like, fuck you. So...
You're in Canada?
I'm in Canada!
I had no idea.
You know what I think it is? I think it's not because I'm in Canada, I think it's because I'm on Vancouver Island. And Vancouver Island is, as it sounds, an island, but it is, weirdly enough, an island that doesn't have a bridge, so everything has to be ferried over. And so everything's more expensive. Everything is expensive because there's just like extra shipping costs for everything.
Wow. That's crazy.
It costs the same to ship to Canada. It does not, because I've been on Amazon. I've been on Amazon.com and I've been on Amazon.ca, and they make me pay for shipping. So
Bring back a toque.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a beanie, but like for Canadians.
Oh, I have learned today that the stereotypical Canadian accent that we think of when we think of Canadians is apparently specifically a Newfoundland accent.
No way.
And other Canadians, like, make fun of Newfoundland accents for being thick. And I met someone today that was from... They're called New Finnies, apparently. They always say, like, oh, it's a New Finny accent. And that's, like, where the A comes from. Is specifically Newfoundland.
That makes sense because whenever you, like, there's, like, a celebrity from Canada, they never sound like that.
No, it's
They always sound just, like, American.
Yeah, it's a specific... Well, okay, that's not true. Because the longer I've been up here, the more that I'm hearing it in everybody. But it's subtler. It's subtler in some people. but like when they say sorry, oh sorry,
Oh yeah, they'll say sorry.
sorry, or you know the stereotypical one's a boot.
A boat, yeah.
And the a boot I think is more New Finny than anything else.
Yeah.
But anytime anyone says sorry, I'm like, oh sorry.
It's so funny because it's like, have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
Ish. Not really.
It's one of my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite shows of all time. Like I just love it so much. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. But Robin, who's one of the characters, she's from Canada, and like
that's right.
They make fun of her all the time, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're Canadian!" Like, ugh, you're Canadian, the worst. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, Barney, Neil Patrick Harris's character, will be like, sorry, sorry, Canada, I'm gotta go out in a boat."
Yeah,
It's
everybody,
so
everybody in the chat razz on Devin because he's half Canadian.
That's true.
So fuck that guy, am I right?
That's so true. Fuck that guy, I'm just in his room, no big deal.
Fuck that guy. He's only my boyfriend, but he's half Canadian.
Okay.
Phoenix Raven's getting a financial reading. We're actually gonna do tarot sometime tonight.
Okay. So
Only
I
sometime.
think let's do Phoenix's tarot card reading. Then let's go on like a quick little 10-minute break.
That sounds good.
And then grab some I need to grab some coffee or something.
The only other two people in the queue are MIA.
Okay.
So when we come back for break, either people could pitch in for a second round of tarot readings.
Yeah, that's true.
Or we can just chat until we determine that it is good enough.
Cool.
And then end the stream.
Dope.
We've only had, we have a little, it's a new day, it's a new time. So, we have our dedicated followers that actually knew that we were coming on, but we haven't actually, we haven't had a huge list of readings tonight, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little, transition back into Tarot Corner.
Time to warm up, and it gives us time to make fun of Canadians.
So true. Yep.
Yeah.
Accurate. Okay. Let's give her a little... Okay. Then we're gonna... Okay. And here we go. Let's see. Okay. 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 Yes. Incredible.
I love you getting excited about the card.
I see it and I'm like, I am understanding what's happening here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles. Crazy. I'd be down for a second reading if I'm still conscious. Yeah, it's gonna... I don't even know how late we're going till, but we're vibing out.
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah, just the vibes. So the 8 of Swords, we talked about this one before, where it's it's a little bit more serious because it's on the, what is it, the grander scale of things. It's an 8 out of 10. But it's kind of like you just got out of a dark situation, and maybe you felt trapped in said situation financially, and it wasn't easy by any means, and obviously as you can see in the card, she's blindfolded, she is in a little circle of swords, so it's entrapping her, but there is ribbon around her hands, but the ribbon is she's holding it herself. So in a way, she is kind of keeping herself there, and it's, I don't know, she has the opportunity to get herself free, but it's just like in her own mind that she's trapped. So
right, and being the swords, and that's always been like mind over matter, logic over reason, or logic over like emotion. It kind of also talks about your emotions or your situation or your stress or your anxiety or, you know, fill in the blank, is clouding your logical reason, and that's kind of like what the blindfold represents. So the answer is there, but you just have to like take a step back and give yourself a chance to see clearly, and like if you can just see clearly, you can find a way out of your situation.
Yeah, exactly. But that's in the past, so like you've gotten out of it, like you're good, and yeah, it's all good now, because in your present you are the Nine of Cups, or the Nine of Cups, I guess, is in your present placement. So let me get to the Nine of Cups. I feel like this is like the contentment card, where
Nine of Cups was the one I was thinking about before. It's like it's like the wish fulfillment card.
Yeah, the wish card.
Yeah.
Yep. It says you would make a wish at the beginning of the reading, and if the Nine of Cups appears, your wish was sure to be granted. So yeah, it's basically like you've reached a place financially where you're content and not stressed anymore, and like you've succeeded getting to this place. If this card's presence in a reading is certainly a good sign that you've either achieved what you'd hoped to, or are well on your way to doing so. And you should take time to celebrate every achievement. And yeah, it's definitely a good thing. Like financially, right now you're in a good place. And
yeah, it's all about
lovely.
like reveling in what you have and the success that you have made so far.
Yeah.
Being able to like, just be happy and cool with what you've done, and it's all about your wishes are being answered, and it's awesome, and
Always
content.
good. Always a good thing to have this in a reading.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I think in my book it's even like called the pleasure card.
oh,
Like, pleasure meaning a variety of things, but like just like having your pleasures, you know?
yeah. And then the King of Pentacles is in your future, and it says work hard, do good for others, and all will be well. The king is clearly successful, but also rooted in the earth, and he knows it's important to savor. He knows it's important to savor the good things in life. And he represents prosperity and abundance. His strength comes from being strongly rooted in his own success and the success from those around him. The king can represent your own financial situation. So maybe in your future, like, you're gonna be a lot more prosperous than like you are right now. And that, you know, let's see. Yeah, the prosperity and the abundance is coming your way. And also, this doesn't have to necessarily be like just your financial reading, like just a financial like card. It could also be like somewhat like a strong male figure who's willing to help you achieve prosperity and security, whether on the job or at home. And so yeah, it's kind of like what fits, I guess. But yeah, this is a really good card to have in a financial reading, because it's like you literally are gonna have the abundance and prosperity there.
Yeah, it's definitely an indication that things are gonna work out to a point where you and or your significant other together are going to be in a position of real comfort and stability.
Yeah. So it's coming your way. Like, you know, I think the going from like the past to the future in this specific reading, it's a whole 180. You know, like, this is a really dark place in your past, and it was, like, really, really, like, such a struggle. This one's like, okay, yeah, you're content where you are. And then this one is like, yeah, like, this is everything that, like, you want in, like, when it comes to abundance and, like, finance.
Yeah, it's definitely a progression. You can definitely see the, like, it's been rough in the past, you're content in the present, and in the future it's gonna just get better.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
as long as you can just hold out and, you know, make it work for now and just hold on, things are just gonna keep getting better and better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
So that was your reading, Phoenix Raven. And we're gonna actually take a quick little 10-minute break. Stay tuned. We'll be back here shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a list starting for after the break, so, you know, hold on to get some water, stay hydrated, and we'll be back to do a few more readings after the break.
Cool. We'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.
We're back.
I need to put these on too. Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, please be able to hear me. That would be very convenient.
I was like, wait, okay. Anyway, sorry, I was going through Nate's clothes and I found some things and...
You were what?
Nate got rid of a bunch of clothes and so I was like going through that.
And you're like, fab.
Well, I got this, but it's green, I can't wear it.
Wait, why can't you wear green things?
I can't wear it right now.
Right now. Yeah, because you're on a green screen. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
they heard you? Shut up, Devin. Oh, they heard the phone call? No.
thanks.
Yikes, that's so embarrassing. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Okay. So we're starting off... Oh, no, we do have readings.
Yes, yeah. So we have Magikarp is dealer's choice, and then we have Nucci who wants a finance reading,
Dope.
and then maybe a third one depending on if a few people stayed up.
Get out of here, Nate. You're the one that offered them. Stupid. Okay. Cool. Sorry, they're distracting me. Okay. Yeah, we'll go through those people as soon as we can, as fast as we can. Are you feeling good? Like
Me?
Yeah. Are you tired? I'm
Yeah.
tired.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Cool.
vibing.
Cool. I think once we hit. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's exactly what I wanted.
You're a princess.
Yay! Thank you.
Is that
Devin
coffee?
got me coffee because I was feeling a little drained. So I just needed a little something.
It'll pick me up.
It'll pick me up. Yeah, everyone, sorry that you heard us. Like, stressing. I got distracted with Nate's clothes, that's all. Okay.
I thought Devin would have fixed that over the break to turn the
Nope, I walked out and he was like, I was like, why can't everyone hear us? And he was like, yeah, that's just gonna how it's gonna have to be.
No, there are ways to fix that. You know.
Here we
If I
are.
had been there.
He was playing Mario Kart, you know, he was in the middle of something.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Yeah, you already know.
I already know. Anyway, yeah. So Magikarp, we already gave Magikarp a general reading with the beginning when we were first
Yes.
getting in the swing of things. So we have 3 other options to go for, and the reading would be even better this time.
Oh.
I did mute my mic,
What in the-
Devin.
Am I getting this? Is this mine now? Apparently I got a leather jacket, so.
Wait, for keepsies? Because that looks cute. I would wear that.
Thank you.
Alex just took it back from me. That's so sad. I guess Nate brought it to me, or Devin, and then Alex was like, that was in my pile. so they just took it back from me.
Maybe they wanted you to be warm with something that wasn't green.
Perhaps, but that wasn't what the case was. Anyway, okay. Let's see here. So we're doing
for Magikarp.
What are we doing for Magikarp? We're picking?
Yeah, we're picking. So love, career, finance.
Let's do love.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since you're the one that has to shuffle, I feel like you are getting the vibes out of the cards better than I am.
Let's do love. I love a good love reading.
That is your favorite, that's true.
That's my favorite. Also, speaking of love, I may or may not be going on a date tomorrow.
Oh, see, I thought you were gonna say, speaking of love, TK Digiboy and Damien just had a nice talk about Persona.
That is also very, very much the love.
You had a date.
What?
You had a date?
I have a date tomorrow.
With who?
A guy from my work.
Okay.
We're going to a brewery.
Is this your first official date?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's our first time hanging out outside of work together.
Just by yourselves without other people.
Yes.
Conveniently.
Conveniently, yes.
So it's a date.
Yeah.
Does he know it's a date?
Well, I think so because he is driving back from Santa Barbara early to hang out with me.
That's pretty commitment-ish.
Yeah, and I think he knows because the flirting has been very much, you know? And I told him, I was like, are we meeting there? And he was like, no, I'll be picking you up, silly. And I was like, okay.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. I would warn you though, that like rule of thumb, you should drive yourself to a date in case it goes badly, then you can bail early.
This is true.
Because if he picks, like, it's very romantic and it's very like chivalrous for him to pick you up, but then like if it's awkward and you want out, he has to drive you home.
But we've also been friends for like a while. Not like a while, but like we've known each other for a bit.
Okay.
So like I don't think it's gonna be anyway. Like I already kind of know him.
Okay.
If it was like a random date, like I did one time and he picked me up and I asked him to take me home, different story. You know?
All right.
Yeah.
But
I'll keep it in mind.
You have a whole network of people here that, because I'm not there, that, you know, will literally drive to you and come pick you up if you need. So.
I will have them on standby for me.
Yeah, keep them in mind.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Thank you, Magikarp. Appreciate the hype. Okay, let me see. Let's get a love reading for you. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like, okay. Here we go. All right. I have to look at the camera now to make sure they're like lined up. Here we go.
Ooh, Queen of Swords, one of my personal favorites.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Wow.
Okay. Six of Pentacles is the generosity card, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like you've made it to a certain point, and you are now in a position to share with others. And in a love reading, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of pentacles for a love.
Reading. I know.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
It's almost like the cards are trying to tell you something that's not about love.
Maybe this was supposed to be a different kind of reading.
I mean, like, if you were to ask, if this was a general reading, I would say it's finance. But
yeah.
with love in mind, there are, of course, interpretations to take this love.
Yeah, but also the Pentacles is like the Earth. It's like an
That's
Earth
true.
sign.
That's true.
So maybe it's like an Earth sign, or Magikarp is an Earth sign. I don't know what your sign is, Magikarp.
Wait. Shoot.
Do you know?
I did know.
That would be crazy.
February 25th. What is that?
Pisces, that's right. Pisces. That's water.
That is a water sign.
So, no. We were wrong.
Or the person that they love could be an earth sign.
True, but then the Queen of Swords. That's air. Air sign.
Well, yeah, but that's for sure Magikarp. The Queen of Swords for sure. In the present.
So true. Okay. Vibes. Okay. So, yeah, the Six of Pentacles is the generosity card. And where are you?
So I would say in a love reading, this is basically saying like you have made it where you are today because of the love of others and other people. Obviously, none of us live in a vacuum. You know, you wouldn't be the person you are today if it were not the like love and generosity and care of others around you. Though we don't want to diminish your own, you know, self-worth and success and hard work. But you're at a point now where it's time to spread the love. You know, like you have been nourished and you have been like built up because other people have helped you, and now it's time to make sure to
Stupid.
like remind other people that you love them. Like, is there someone that you haven't texted in a while? Is there an old friend that you forgot to, you know, call? Have you called your family recently? If you're separated from them, like make sure that you are not like spread the love, I think is a good interpretation of the Six of Pentacles.
Yeah.
In a love reading.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tell your best friends you love them. Don't forget to tell your family you love them. Don't forget to, you know, help those around you that may be a little lonely or less fortunate than you when it comes to in the love department or the friend department.
It's good karma.
Yeah.
To be nice, because what goes around comes
nice.
around.
Be nice. Look to those that may be feeling lonely during this Panera Bread, and make sure that you are spreading the good vibes and the love to them.
Oh my God.
Because
Panera
you have
Bread.
because you have been brought up and nurtured and like and been fed by the love of others. So make sure that there's no one in your life that is feeling lonely when you're around.
Yeah.
Because that would be very sad if you were around and someone was lonely and you could have done something to change that.
Period. So true. Okay. Couldn't have said it better myself, Cece.
And family can be metaphorical. It does not have to be your literal family. Family also counts.
Yeah. Also true.
Yeah.
Let's see. Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords.
Queen of Swords is that badass bitch that is no bullshit. Cuts
Oh yeah, cuts through the bullshit.
Yeah, cuts through the bullshit. Is like, you know, could be hard to handle because she speaks the truth, and some people can't handle the truth. Queen of Swords is that woman that's like all business, no nonsense, blunt, frank, sometimes to the point of like insult, but like some people gotta hear it, you know? Sometimes people have been living on false interpretations and they just need to hear how it really is. So yeah. Queen of Swords is like a take it or leave it kind of like. Some people really like the Queen of Swords. I'm the kind of person, I love a Queen of Swords. I don't like playing mind games. I don't like not knowing where I stand. I like you just telling me like, hey, you're my friend, or like, hey, I don't like you. Good, now I know where I stand. Yeah. I love a Queen of Swords. Some people like to play mind games. Some people like to play the politics of like social intricacies.
Ew.
And those kind of people maybe don't like a Queen of Swords. I'm not that kind of person. So, you know, you're at a position in your life right now where maybe you're a bit intimidating. And that's another thing I've actually heard a lot in my life, is that like a person that knows what they want and like doesn't take bullshit is a really intimidating person. And I was single for a very, very long time because I was told that I'm intimidating because I have my opinions and I know what I want and I stick to them. And that's very Queen of Swords energy. And so in your present day, I don't know what your love situation is like, but maybe you know what you want and maybe you're not willing to settle. And maybe that means you have to wait a little bit longer to find the right person. And like, dude, that's good because you shouldn't settle for somebody that's not worth you. You should wait for someone that can handle all of what you bring to the table. Because what was that, like, don't break yourself into little pieces, make them choke on the whole of you. It's phrased better than that.
Oh.
You know, I am not eloquent, but basically, yeah, don't break yourself into pieces to be edible. Be yourself and let them choke.
Yeah, this is true. Magikarp, I also have been single since 2016. Wish I was lying about that. I am not. So.
Specifically since 2016?
Yeah.
You have a date tomorrow.
I know. Which is exciting. I've been on dates since 2016, but I haven't had a boyfriend since like 2016. So
once again, let them choke.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I've been on dates and like they just have not gone well, and like, or I've met people and I'm like, I think I like them, and then I'm like, I just don't get a vibe.
Yeah, and again, like, think about all of the people in the world, and then think about, like, the fact that, yes, I mean, I personally think that, like, we might not have just one soulmate. I think that there's multiple people that, like, we could love deeply, but in my case, at least, that's not a lot of people. And, like, what are the chances of you finding them in this whole big, vast world? Like, not that you're not going to find them, but, like, it takes time. And I think going on dates is good. And I think, like, you should, you know, try people out, and you should go on dates or be in relationships to kind of figure out, like, what works with you and what doesn't. But I think once you figure out what you need and, like, what works with you and who vibes with you, you should 100% wait to find that person that meshes with you perfectly. And you shouldn't settle for something that doesn't work just because, like, you feel like you need to be in a relationship, because you don't. No one needs to be in a relationship. Like, who was it? Like, Meryl Streep or Cher, or someone that was like, I love men. Men are great, but you don't need men to live.
Yeah.
You know?
Cher. Men are like dessert.
They're great, but you don't need them.
You don't need men to live.
Hey, Devin. I think I did find somebody that meshes with my pointy edges pretty well. I think I waited a very, very long time to find somebody that fit well with me. And I am encouraging others that waiting isn't the bad thing, as long as, you know, you find that person.
Yeah, this is true.
I don't think I settled.
No.
I think it just took a very long time to find the person that works well with my personality.
Absolutely. It's like, I don't know, a lot of my friends, like, jump from relationship to relationship, and I've never really gotten that. Like, I've never really understood why.
I think it's okay at first, like, when you're young, because that's how you find out kind of what you like and what you don't like. It like, you can ruminate on it and you can think about it.
But I could also argue that, like, you need to find out who you are as a person without someone in order to, like, find out what you're looking for in a partner.
I agree. I also would argue that being in a relationship helps you learn who you are in a way that being single doesn't. Because sometimes you're a different person single than you are in a relationship, and there are certain parts of yourself that like don't become uncovered until after you've been in a relationship for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely like some learning that can be done when you're single and some learning that can be done when you're in a relationship. And yes, I can see being in a relationship, like a lot of people are in relationships when they're like in high school or college, and I wouldn't say like that's a bad thing, because I think those are very formative years, and like learning who you are in a relationship in those formative years are good, because then when you get older and you start to mature, you already kind of, it's like, this is a weird metaphor, but it's like having had alcohol before you turn 21. Like, you're not supposed to have it yet, and you shouldn't expect to have it yet, but if you have a little bit, you know what you like. So then when you turn 21, you kind of already have an understanding of like what you like and what you want to drink. So like when you have a lot of relationships in your teens or your early 20s, like you shouldn't necessarily expect those relationships to last a lifetime, but you're getting to know what you're like, you're getting to know yourself. But then as you mature, maybe that's the time to start either, you know, really figuring out what you want, or being single for a while and like learning about yourself, and you know, maybe as you're getting older, not jumping around from relationship to relationship so much.
Yeah.
But everyone's different. It's hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it also just depends on like, I guess every person.
Yeah, everyone's different. Everyone learns differently.
I've just been very picky from, we're in the middle of a tarot reading.
Wow, this is
We're in the middle of a tarot reading, and we are on it. We are just chatting now. Magikarp, I'm so sorry for getting off track. But, we can come back to this topic in a minute.
It's about wisdom in life and mindfulness and all of that.
We can come back to this in a minute when we're done with her reading. Because, again, I would love to have this conversation. Like, I think it's really interesting with, like, relationships, and, like, it's interesting for me to get insight on people's thoughts when they're in a relationship, because I haven't been in one. The longest relationship I've ever been in is 2 months. So it's like, it's really hard for me to kind of understand long-term serious relationships, because I've never been in one.
Right. And this is my first one. This is my first relationship and my first long-term relationship all in one. So, you know, like, you know, right away, went hard and right off the bat. But so I'm not exactly an expert either, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. It's super interesting. Like, I'm like, we should have a podcast about this. Single person with someone who's in a relationship discussing topics, and if they are the same or if they differ.
Yeah, I am definitely not the person to be across from you in that podcast. 'Cause once again, I have been in one whole relationship. I would like one alcohol, please.
I am like, I think the most single friend out of all my friends. Like, oh, my best friend and I have this joke that whenever she's in a relationship, I'm always single, and whenever I finally get into a relationship, then she suddenly becomes single. And it's literally, it's insane. Ever since we've been friends, it's been like this, and we've been friends since 2014. Wow. So yeah, like every time I'm in a relationship, it's very short-lived, but it always just happens that she's single when I'm in a relationship, and then whenever she's in a relationship, I just can never meet someone good enough. It's crazy.
Hey, but you said it correctly though, good enough. You don't mean people good enough, and that's good that you recognize.
Yeah. I don't settle.
You have a standard that you stick to. And that's just it. You should stick to it.
My standard, though, oof. I do fall for some toxic men, though. I've literally said that so many times. I'm like, man, my type, like, I don't necessarily think I have, like, a type when it comes to, like, looks. it's more so like I feel like the chemistry personality wise. But I'm like, damn, have I been attracted to some toxic men? Damn! It's awful!
Well, hey, if you're saying that, then it's a good thing that you've only been in a relationship for 2 months, because that means you've dodged a lot of bullets.
I've dodged many, many bullets. I really have. So
these
Vibes.
5 of Pentacles, huh?
The 5 of Pentacles.
The first thing I thought of, 5 of Pentacles in a love reading is you're gonna be thirsty.
You're gonna be thirsty?
Yeah, like, because 5 of Pentacles is like the poor card. It's like, oh, you're a little high and dry at the moment. Like, usually it means in a financial standpoint, but in a love reading, it's like, you know, maybe in your love, once again, which we are encouraging, you're gonna keep your high standards, and maybe that means in the near future, you're not gonna just jump into a relationship right away.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing.
No. It's like kind of like a hang in there,
Yeah.
champ. You know, like it's kind of that situation, but honestly, like in the end, like yeah, there might be like a kind of like a dry spell, if you will, for a period of time, but like
romantically.
Right. But like when it comes to everything else, like I don't know, like maybe when you finally meet the right person, like it's gonna be all worth it. You know?
And I also think that this could just mean that like you're in a point in your life where you're in flux, and like maybe you're not ready to meet the right person right now because other aspects of your life are changing, you know?
Yeah.
Just from like what I know of you, not to get into too much detail, like career things are changing, life things are changing, you're considering like, you know, house things to be changing, and like now is not necessarily the right time to get into a serious committed relationship, because so many other things in your life may be changing and you don't want that added complication. So, you know, your love reading saying like, ooh, it may not be coming in the near future is like, yay, one less complication so that you can figure out other things in your life, and you can reflect more and get everything else, you know, in a stable position, because there's nothing worse than like trying to juggle love with career or, you know, moving or anything else, because now it's like, oh, you know, I want to take this job in, let's say hypothetically Canada, but now I have this added like factor of I'm gonna miss that person, you know, like it can be a blessing to not have one right now, to be single for a little bit longer.
Yeah, for sure. So I think everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. Everything happens for a reason. Like there's a reason like you're not dating someone at the moment, or like there's a reason that you meet someone at a specific time rather than, you know, it's really funny. The guy that I'm going on a date with tomorrow, like I met him back in August or September, and I think I thought I was ready to be in a relationship back in August and September, but like I just like I thought he was cute back then, and I was like, oh, I think he's so cute, and then like my friend who I met him through was like, oh, I'll set you guys up on a blind date, and I got freaked out, and I was like, no, I just don't want to do that. And it's like, why was I freaked out? But I think I wasn't ready, and I just think I needed more time to like figure my shit out, and now here I am like 6 to 7 months later, like going out with that guy.
Yeah.
Like it's a timing thing, you know what I mean?
And when I was still living in Wisconsin, having been single for 20 plus years of my life, and I knew way ahead of time that I was eventually going to move to California. Like I kept telling myself, like, I probably haven't met anybody because I have to move across the country to meet the person I'm meant to be with, Like, I just kind of was like, this is probably meant to be, and, meeting someone in Wisconsin isn't going to be ideal for me because I want to move to California eventually anyway. And then it took moving to California to find my first boyfriend, and it's like, it seemed like fate in that way. Like, this is where I was meant to settle, and therefore, meeting anybody before this would have been not worth it anyway.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, if you hadn't, like, taken that leap and you just stayed in Wisconsin, like, you would have never...
Yeah, not to be, like, stereotypical or anything, but the gene pool in that state, there's, slim pickings.
Yeah.
Slim pickings.
Yeah.
And so, I just thought, like, it felt like it was meant to be, that it would take moving across the country to find the person that I was meant to be with,
Yeah. Definitely. That's, again, it's just like, it was fate, Things happen for the way they're always supposed to happen, so.
Yeah.
Yes, Magikarp, you will find a Queen of Swords in California. Come on down.
We do love queens with swords.
Yeah. What
Nothing
was it?
better than a goddamn woman with a sword.
Woman with a sword, that's what I was gonna say. Mm-hmm. Almost as good as what is it? Small wife, big pancake.
Tiny wife, big
Tiny
pancake.
wife, big pancake, yeah.
Almost as good as
Almost
tiny
as
wife,
good
big
as that.
pancake.
Can't ever really top that, but like almost
Can't.
as good as that.
Can't top it.
Yeah.
Queen with swords is the next best thing.
Yeah. Tiny white big pancake. Queen of
Hashtag
swords.
Queen with swords.
Woman with swords. Something else, and the list goes on.
Yeah. We're gonna keep this list going. Eventually we'll figure out what comes after Queens with Swords.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We need to do another Monster Mash, though. Like, I really want
to figure out what comes after Queens with Swords. Because
yeah.
Tiny Wife Big Pancake came with the first Monster Mash.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have Nuchi Kabuchi, if he's still in the chat with a finance reading, is on deck. After that, we have TK with a career reading, and then after that we have KR Meteor with a love reading.
Cool. So
and
Nuchi
yes,
Kabuchi,
women
if you're
with
still here.
Buff women with battle axes is also a good vibe. And NBs with crossbows.
NBs? What's an NB?
Non-binary?
Oh, got it.
I think, if I'm correct. I could be wrong.
I see. NBs with crossbows?
Mm-hmm.
I do love a good, like, crossbow or like, longbow. Oof.
Longbow.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if Nuchi's here anymore. Maybe we'll just hold off on him for a bit, and then we'll just do TKs, and then KR Meteor 82 is still here, so we can go on to them.
Yeah.
TK wants the Persona deck again on career.
Understandable. It's a very pretty deck.
Yeah.
Big concepts, pretty deck.
Yeah. Is that on the list now?
Yeah,
Okay.
big concept, pretty deck.
Yep. Big concept, pretty deck. Okay. Let's
It's a
shuffle.
lot to handle, but it's pretty, so it makes up for it.
Ugh.
That's what I feel like a lot of the time is like high maintenance but pretty, so worth it.
Always worth it, you know? Okay.
If you want my pretty, you gotta deal with my high maintenance.
I was gonna reference an Ariana Grande song, for all of my pretty and all of my ugly too. I'd love to see from your point of view.
There you go,
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
Alright, TK, we're doing yours next. Career reading.
Oh, I'm on one of my
Ooh.
favorites. Oh my god, another one of my favorites! I'm wearing this tarot card on my shirt. Okay. For Korea. Honestly, this looks pretty good. This looks like a very, very good reading. So we have Strength, Wheel of Fortune, and then the Sun.
Ooh.
Yeah, so pretty good cards. Strength is all about not physical strength. We've gone over this many times, but like not physical strength, but like, you know, emotional strength, mental strength, like the strength that comes from within rather than like physically.
Yeah, it's all about diplomacy over violence. It's about like talking someone down or about like compromising before things get angry.
Yeah.
We have talked about this a lot of times, but it's about the like internalized kindness and love and mind over anger that overcomes like brute violence.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Specifically in like a career reading, this would be like if emotions are running high in the office, like being able to diffuse those with kindness and like good words and like just being like having integrity through everything and like not getting caught up in drama, but like staying above it and being able to like help people work through things when they're being emotional without getting pulled into it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So that might have been something that you dealt with in your past, and you learned from that, and then you've taken that experience and you've moved along. And to that, you have your present card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is like literally right now you have like every opportunity or like every tool that you need to succeed like literally with you, and you have like everything that you need. I just real quick, bless you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is like a very good card. It's like kind of like the possibilities are endless kind of a thing. And yeah, all possibilities lie before you. It's kind of like, hey, heads up, pay attention, like there's some stuff happening, and like you could miss it if you don't like make haste, I guess.
Yeah, and this is really interesting in your present position because it's like something is happening now that, you know, you need to jump on and seize, so that whatever the future is showing, which is the Sun, which is also a really positive card, like that can happen as long as you're being vigilant in the present. Yeah,
exactly. And I think when you right now, like when you take that opportunity, that could move toward the Sun, which is your future, and the Sun card like truly doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, that's like the epitome.
Yeah, it's like my shirt, the Sun tarot card, because it's one of my favorites, because it's just like a simple and like completely positive card, no matter where it is in the deck or like where it is in the reading. It is just an all around like whatever you're asking, the answer is probably yes, or a very good sign. And it's a reminder to just like take in the good moments and like, you know, really embrace those. And when you finally get to this point in your life where, you know, everything is great and perfect, like you can really take the time to celebrate and like look back on your decisions that you've made and been like, oh my gosh, like that literally was something that I could, you know, that's something that I'm so grateful for that it happened, and like I'm glad that I was paying attention at the time, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. So literally it's like you've had these experiences in your past, and because of that you've taken these experiences along with you, and now you have like a bunch of possibilities in front of you, and it's just about going with what possibility and what opportunity that's placed in front of you is going to lead you to like the utmost joy and celebration with whatever you're going for in your career.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of great.
Those are all very positive things.
Yeah, very good. Very much the opposite of Damien's persona. Oh man, that is...
The persona deck giveth and the persona deck taketh away.
Yeah. So both of my readings today recognized all the possibilities given and optimistic. Yeah, literally, like, both of your readings were like, okay, here's everything that's like presented in front of you, and like whatever decision that you make, like it's gonna lead to a really great, future. So, yeah, that is your reading, TK. All right.
All right. So we have on deck KR Meteor 82, who has asked for a love reading, and then I believe Jeff Cat might be jumping on the queue in just a moment.
Perfect.
After that.
Awesome.
So, yeah. KR Meteor, I just saw you sound off like a couple minutes ago, but if you just sound off again, just to make sure that you're still there as we shuffle the deck for a love reading.
Does video chatting help with the accuracy? Yeah, I mean, like, I think having the person in the room, like, really gives off the same, like, the energy for the cards. In my personal opinion, like, I feel like it's, like, a lot more accurate.
Right,
and also, people can give, like, they
feedback.
can give feedback. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I had, oh, yeah, that's really interesting. Like, I had that happen in my past. Like, that's funny that you say that. And so, yeah, it's...
Right, but we are beginners. We are just learning the tarot and we are practicing. So we like to give a little disclaimer that, you know, any of our readings are, we're by no means experts. We are just first, you know, we're using this as practice, and we encourage you to learn along with us about the tarot and what it means. But you know, obviously with all readings, even if, you know, you're getting it with someone that's done a ton of readings before, everything should be taken with a grain of salt. You are your own master at the end of the day, and, you know, these are just more reflections of what you already know about yourself, more so than we're like literally telling the future. So
yeah,
just keep that in mind and use this as a good reflection and meditation tool, but we're by no means the end all be all.
Yeah. I also, like, yeah, the readings might be a little bit more accurate in person or like over a video call, but I've also, like, we've done readings on here, and the stream, like, we've met some people, like, who have just hopped in the stream randomly, and they've been like, oh yeah, that's actually, like, pretty accurate for me. So I think that it doesn't really matter that much. I think as long as you're just sending good vibes in the chat, like, you know?
And we've met a few people that have, like, caught these streams specifically that have then, like, joined our Discord and become, like, some of our best followers ever, and like, personal friends, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
like, it's just a good way to chat and get to know each other and learn and grow and make friends.
Yeah, just fun vibes all around, you know?
Fun vibes.
Okay, so this is for KR Meteor 82 with
Love reading.
reading. A love reading.
Yes, and then after KR Meteor, Jeff Cat, you are next.
Perf. And then I think we're going to be wrapping up somewhat soon.
Yeah.
Just because we've been streaming for almost about 3 hours.
A little
now,
after. A little after.
Yeah.
1 to 3 hours.
Let's see. All right. Ciara, do you mind plugging the Discord
Well,
for people? All right.
We have a stream on Wednesday nights. That is our D&D stream, which is actually where all of this started from. Gianna plays Nova, who is a tarot reader in the D&D stream, and that's why we started getting really interested in tarot and decided to learn more about it from there.
Yeah.
So if you like tarot and you like D&D, you should join our Discord. There's some dank memes in there, and you'll get updates.
Memes.
Dank memes! And then
It's
you'll
true.
get updates on when we have our stream on Wednesdays. And it's an interactive D&D stream, so you can play along with us, which is super cool and super
Yeah,
fun.
it's super fun. How do we get into D&D?
By watching Twitch Plays D&D on Wednesdays is a good place to start.
It really
And
is though. Like not even joking. Like when I went to like audition for this, I was literally like, this is the perfect place to have like to learn about D&D, because you're literally playing a character and you're playing with other people as this character, so you're kind of in a team environment and it's not a lot of pressure on making the right decisions. It's literally dope. It's so perfect.
So to answer some of the questions in the chat, we don't only do a persistent campaign, but we do a like a Twitch Plays version of D&D where the audience actually plays along. So we have 4 characters that are live actors, Gianna being one of them, and then the 5th character is the audience, and you guys vote in the chat live, and as you're voting, you are influencing what the character does in the D&D game, like as you play. So if that sounds like a cool idea to you, you should definitely like join our Discord, follow us, watch us on Wednesdays. We have a YouTube, so if you're the kind of person that like doesn't want to jump in the middle and wants to catch up on the story, like you can look at the YouTube link in our About section and like catch up on the story so far, and you can, you know, literally play D&D along with us, which is something that like hasn't really been a thing yet in the Twitch sphere, and I think that like it's a really cool concept, and we're doing really cool stuff.
Yeah, it's super fun.
So join us.
Also, yeah, your boy Devin, there also might be a new Monster Mash in the mix.
Yeah, so if you're one of those like cryptid lovers, if you like talking about who's, you know, more kissable, a mimic or a beholder, we have that for you too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all the chaos that you could ever want in a stream
It
that
is.
happens right then and there.
It's so funny. It's so funny and so fun.
Yeah, the last time I just got very drunk and I was really saying some stuff.
It was so good though. It was such good content. I feel like you're embarrassed by it, but you shouldn't be, because it was great.
Yeah, honestly, like I was embarrassed by it the day after, but now I'm kind of like,
Shouldn't have been.
it's out in the open. There's nothing I can do. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Meteor.
KR Meteor says, say hello to a rogue main.
We had a rogue. main, just in our like last couple of sessions. So we had Blackston, who Damien's been in and out of the chat, but Blackston was one of our characters who was a rogue, but he just made a life-changing deal with a hag witch to change his past, and now because of that deal, he has changed classes mid-campaign.
Yeah.
And
It's insane.
none of the players know what his new class is yet. He literally changed, like, it was some timey-wimey bullshit, and he changed his entire backstory, so he's no longer a rogue. But none of the other characters know what he is yet. So
It's
that's something
nuts.
slowly unfolding as we go. It is some nice little plot nuggets for you.
I really thought that we were gonna have to kill off Blackston.
I also thought Blackston was gonna die, and I was so upset for a week. But it's okay now. Blackston's still here. He's just a little different. He's just a little different.
He's a little different, but, you know, not too different. You know? Okay. Kara Meteor, we have your love reading.
Yes.
Just pulled the cards. We have the Ace of Swords in your past, the Four of Swords in your present, and the Wheel of Fortune in your future.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, is indeed. We have, so the Ace of Swords is, let's see here.
It's a very positive card for swords, which is usually kind of a negative connotation. The Ace of Swords is probably the most positive of all swords.
Yeah. So the Ace of Swords is like representing of new beginnings, new ideas, new clarity, and
It's like victory as well, or like triumph.
Yeah, and it enters our lives as a gift, but it's like always fleeting. So like you really have to like make a decision quick, otherwise it'll just like pass on by. So there was an opportunity, like a love opportunity in your past, that, or a new love maybe that started in your past, that was great and good, and maybe you decided to take on that love, or maybe you decided that it just wasn't for you, or maybe, I don't know, like it says it was fleeting, maybe there was an opportunity, a love opportunity presented, and then, you know, it was just kind of like, well, I don't know, do I want to, do I not want to, and it just kind of went away. But I guess that just depends on your situation. And then the Four of Swords is a little bit more, I wouldn't say like negative. It's just kind of like a state of like rest, I guess. And so this is right now you might be at like kind of in like a stagnant place, when it comes to love.
This is about recharging your batteries. So in a love reading, I would say that in the present, you're in a spot where it's not so much about going out and finding love as it is like self-reflection and self-growth. And like, as you know, Gianna and I were saying earlier in the stream, like sometimes you don't really find love until you know a little bit more about yourself and what your needs are and what your wants are. And so, you know, in the present, maybe you're not like finding love right now, but it's because you're really focusing on yourself. And that's great. You're recharging your batteries. You're really like learning about yourself, and you're growing as a person, which just like will be more beneficial and have a more solid foundation when you find love in the future.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's all good things.
Yeah. And because of this, like you said, Ciara, it will lead to finding better love.
Yeah, more
in your
stable.
Future. Yeah, or stable. Because your future card is the Wheel of Fortune, which is like literally having everything presented to you all in one place. And we just had this in the past reading. But it's like literally all the opportunities that are presented to you, and that lie before you. And it's kind of like, which one do you want to take? Do you want to take this opportunity, or this one, or this one, or this one? Like, the world is your oyster.
Exactly. It's all the different possibilities.
Yeah. So it's sometimes good to stay stagnant when it comes to love, and because when you kind of are in that place, like, it can lead to really good things. So there's your reading.
There you go.
All good things, all good things.
All good things, all good things. That's Olaf.
Yeah, exactly. All good things, all good things.
All good things, all good things.
All right, who's up next?
Jeff Cat with a love reading.
Oh, perfect. And then is there anyone after?
Can it be bad things on one? Jeff Cat, we don't, I mean, there are some cards in a tarot that may seem negative at first, but all negative readings have a positive outcome. So like,
Yeah.
sometimes cards like are negative in the short term, but it's because they're more healthy in the long term. And so I'm gonna say no. It's not, it could be bad things for a little bit, but they're never ultimately bad. They're always ultimately good.
Yeah.
They just maybe seem bad at first.
Yeah, there are
Tower is the most negative. Tower can be negative, but as we were saying, like, the Tower is, again, it's negative in the short term, but positive in the long term, because it's forcing you to stop building your castle on sand, and it forces you to like build on something more solid.
Yeah. But also, like, with the tower, yeah, like, things maybe come crashing down, but that foundation, like, what, like you said, Ciara, like, with the tower, like, you built a tower on the sand. It's like, that's not a stable foundation for a building.
Yeah, it's like when you invest in, like, a bad company or something, and then that company eventually folds and you lose a bunch of money, where it's like, well, you shouldn't have really invested in something like that to begin with. And so, like, the tower is always like, you come crumbling down only because something that you built upon was never meant to be built upon in the first place. And while it is in the short term, like, a little, like, overturning and, like, there's a lot of upheaval, it just is like a lesson so that in the future you can be more stable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So I think
it is like Dogecoin or like a false trust.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we have
Gotta
Jeff
be
Cat
careful.
next, right?
Yes, Jeff Cat with a love reading.
Okay. And then we have, was it Wild Engineer?
Wild Engineer, who has not specified what kind of reading they would like, if they are still in the chat.
Wild Engineer, let us know if you want a general reading, love reading, career, or finance reading.
And we are going to be wrapping for the night soon.
Yeah. So we'll
just
probably
like
make
a last call if you would like a reading. Otherwise, Wild Engineer may be our last one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, Jeff Cat, I'm on you right now. We're doing that love reading for you right now. I'm shuffling for
Can
you.
Lake get one?
Oh, Lake.
I don't know if Lake would like to ask for one. I didn't see Lake ask for one in the chat. You're welcome to put general, love, career, or finance in the chat if you would like a reading.
Okay, Wild Engineer wants career.
Yep, I got that written down.
Perfect.
Sure, yeah. If you would like to request a reading, just put one of the 4 options in the chat, and I will put you on the list.
All right.
But this one currently is for Jeff Cat.
And then Lake will probably be the last one.
I think so, yeah. I think Old Lake is going to be our last reading.
Cool. All right, Jeff Cat. Who's calling me right now?
Oh, do you have Devin's phone?
No.
No.
That's really weird. Anyway. Okay. All right. Pentacles. Okay. And that's cray cray.
I was gonna say, that's one we haven't seen tonight yet.
We just had these two in the last reading. These two right here. But it's crazy. So yeah, the 4 of Swords in your past, the 3 of Pentacles in your present, and the Ace of Swords in your future.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Ace of Swords in your future is pretty good.
You
That's a lot
scared
of
me.
So we just talked about the 4 of Swords, but basically that one's referring to rest and like recharging your batteries, focusing on yourself, being more inward than outward. So in your past, you've grown, you've like your love has been less about dating other people and more about reflecting on yourself, maturing as a person, really like giving yourself a time to figure out what you want, what you need. And that's super helpful because again, you know, until you know who you are, it's hard to be in a relationship because there's other people and emotions at play. So you really have to have a good foundation of what you want as a person before you get entangled with somebody else. So it's good in your past. You've really self-reflected and given yourself time to figure out what you are.
Yeah.
So then in your present, you have the 3 of Pentacles, which I have to double check on because I don't quite remember what that was.
Yeah. The 3 of Pentacles. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is talking about how through your own efforts and through your own hard work, success is just starting to show. So maybe you haven't been dating for a while, but like now you've been working on yourself, you've been reflecting, and you've been putting in that work to mature as a person. And now either you are, you know, starting to put yourself out there again in the dating life, or if you're already in a relationship, all of that self-reflection, all of that self-worth is starting to show in your relationship, and your relationship is starting to get healthier. You and your partner are starting to communicate better. You've like hit a patch of comfort and ease in your relationship that you maybe didn't have before. So this is a really, really good sign. Either, you know, again, if you are single, you're now putting yourself out there and you're starting on a good foot. You know, you're starting in a place of better self-understanding, or maybe you've fixed some problems in your relationship that you had previously through all this self-reflection.
I think our books have like a little bit of a different meaning for this one.
They definitely do.
I think
for those new people, we are using different books as we're learning and teaching ourselves tarot, and so they have slightly different interpretations.
Yeah. Mine is talking about like working together and like cooperation, and like it takes many instruments to create an orchestra.
Okay.
Or like two heads are better than one. So like, you know, maybe, I don't know, just like teamwork, I guess. But like that could involve like a partner, really trying to make things work.
I think in a love reading especially, like a relationship is a two-way street, so you have to communicate and work together and, you know, take equal responsibility for making
definitely.
it work.
Yeah, exactly. One of the quotes is, "Working together, we can create something beautiful." So,
Oh,
I love that.
that's very lovely.
Yeah, it's very, very cute. But then it goes into your future, and your future is the Ace of Swords, which is all about new opportunities, new ideas, new beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
So in your future, there's definitely going to be something that that you come across where it's going to be like something super exciting, like a new beginning in love, and finding someone, or finding someone who you can truly like be yourself around, or after doing a lot of like self-reflecting like you have in your past, that we kind of discussed this, but like it leads to like once you take that time for yourself, like it's good in the long run, because then you know what you want, and it's gonna be better, like a better love for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, anytime that you have like an ace of any suit, it's all this new potential. So, in the future, either new relationship, like, you know, something new is going to start to blossom, or if you're already in a relationship, it's like a new beginning, like any, like, you know, that like rekindling of old feelings that maybe you haven't felt in a while. So it's all super positive for a love reading to like have that, either that new relationship if you don't have one already, or, you know, a rekindling and a rebirth of something that had kind of died in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that for you. Hopefully that resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't.
What doesn't. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Wild Engineer with a career reading.
Wild Engineer, are you still here?
Old Lake, you're going to be ending our night with another career reading.
All right. So we got the career readings happening.
Yep. Lots of people interested in those jobs.
Okay. Still here. Perfect.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. It's been our first time back since when? February or March?
March. Early March.
Yeah.
Like first week of March was the last time we streamed. It's been like a month plus.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Wild Engineer, career. gotta like set my intentions, you know?
Yeah, think jobs.
Career. Okay.
And yeah, and once again, if you guys are interested in D&D, Wednesday nights, 7 p.m., we have our D&D stream. Super cool, you get to interact live. You gotta tune in then. You get to see all what this whole stream was originally about. That was our cornerstone.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, some new cards.
Gotta make them look good, okay.
Center
Okay.
and everything, yeah.
So, we have the world in the past, 3 of Swords in your present, and the 2 of Wands in your future.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah. So the world, we read this one earlier, I believe, for TK.
It's basically like the
world
end
is your
all be
oyster.
all.
Yeah.
The whole world is your oyster, the world's in your hand. So in your past, I would say that this has to do with like potential. So like when you're trying to figure out a career, when you're going to, school, or you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, the whole world is like open to you, and choosing a career can be like kind of daunting because there's so much potential, there's so many things that you can go towards, and you probably had this like very positive outlook in terms of like, I could pursue anything, the whole world is my oyster, like there's so much stuff you want to do, and you really looked at the world with like a positive outcome of like, I want to be successful. I want to find that thing that I'm good at. And so you've definitely like, taken to your career path in the past, at least on the onset of like deciding your career, with a very like positive energy and very like go-to attitude.
Yeah.
Which takes us to your present, which is the 3 of Swords, which means that like in your present, and this is like totally fair, because we're in a panini right now. We're inside of Panera Bread, but some things right now might feel isolated. Like the 3 of Swords talks about separation, about like feeling isolated or separated from people, or feeling like a little betrayed or lost, and like honestly that seems to fit perfectly with our current present times. Like maybe your career like options have been kind of stunted because we're in a pandemic, and a lot of career paths and a lot of jobs have been completely shut down because they just can't function in the world that we're in now. And that's that's making you feel a lot of loss. That's making you feel like a lot of the energy and the like hard work that you've put in has kind of like you've ground to a halt in the present day.
Yeah.
And once again, this is a reading for Wild Engineer, so just keep that in mind. But in your future, you have a Wands card, which the Wands have always been about careers and about passion and about projects. So the 2 of Wands is about like getting onto a new project and like getting your feet back from under you, and it's about like, so the 1 of Wands is like starting a new job, and then the 2 of Wands is like we're starting to get going down the path of this new job or this new project or this new career. So maybe in the present, like with the way the world is now and the way things are going, things have kind of ground for a halt for you, but the 2 of Wands shows that like things are going to pick back up soon, and you're going to start a new project, and not only are you going to start a new project, but you're going to start going down the path of it and like stick to it, and the ball is going to start rolling again, and it's going to be to a point of really like getting back in the flow of things. So that's really good. It's and it is showing that like it's not going to be immediate. Any new job or any new project or any job that you're working at isn't going to immediately lead to success, especially like with how slow things are moving right now. But it is coming, And it's cool that your future is like showing that it's gonna start building more and more, and it's gonna lead to bigger things as long as you stick with it and really commit to it.
Yeah. Very well said.
Yeah.
So true. So true. Yeah, I do love the Two of Wands. It's such a beautiful card too, because it's like the what is it? The Mage is like, it's kind of like a sunset, and it's like falling into the like the, you know, when it's like the sunset and it's like it's kind of getting like dark out, but it's still light, but you could still see the stars, but it's still light.
That like, yeah, that golden hour kind of.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. Anyway,
Yeah,
Wild Engineer.
so just keep at it. You might feel discouraged right now, Wild Engineer, but things are going to pick back up again soon, and you're going to get the ball rolling again, and everything's going to work out.
Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Just stay positive. All right.
All
So
right.
that was Wild Engineer's reading, and we're going to end the night with Old Lake with a career reading.
Alrighty. Old Lake, let's get to it. Career
Give that
reading.
a good old shuffle.
A good old shuffle.
Give the
All right.
cards some good vibes to align to.
I've been watching a lot of what's it called? TikToks of people shuffling. They come up my For You page, and they always like knock the deck, and I'm like, is that, what does that mean? when you like, when they go, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, cool. I don't, is that supposed to like break the energy or something? I don't know.
Is it the whole TikTok just them shuffling? Or do they
Yeah,
eventually,
no, it's like the
reveal
beginning,
cards?
it like, they shuffle like really quick. A lot of the TikTok tarot card readers like shuffle super fast, and then they like knock it, and then they like shuffle, or they read the cards, and I'm like, okay, crazy.
It's just a habit.
Yeah.
They knock knock.
All right. Let's see. The Devil in your past.
Okay.
The Four of Wands in your present.
Ooh, that's very
And
nice.
Justice in your future.
Wow, that's a powerful reading.
Yeah.
Okay. So the devil, against, popular Christo-Jewish belief, in tarot refers to more about like carnal desires, earthly pleasures, and like immediate gratification. So in your past, maybe specifically with your career, you've kind of just snatched up like whatever came to you impatiently, just because you needed the money, you needed the job, the cash momentarily. And maybe like in your mind you knew like, okay, this isn't like long term a good job for me, but you just thought like, okay, whatever, short term, I'll just take it. Because the devil card is all about like those quick instantaneous gratifications that don't necessarily pan out for the long term. But now in your present, you've hit the Four of Wands, which the Four of Wands is all about stability. It's like literally referring to the four walls of like a house where, if you have two walls or three walls, you can't hold up a roof, but four walls hold up a roof. So now in the present, you've worked hard, and you've reached a point where like you're stable enough that if you want to take a vacation or relax or take a holiday, like you've earned it and you can rest a little bit. You're in a good place right now. And obviously there's still a lot of work to go. It's only a 4 out of 10 in terms of energy. So there's still lots of work ahead of you, but you've reached a nice plateau where like you can be allowed to take a break before you recombobulate and like push ahead for the next big adventure. And then the future is Justice, which, that's a major arcana card. So it's a very big concept, vague card. But in this case, it usually refers to like karma, reaping what you sow, like getting what you deserve. So it seems like, based on your present where you've been working hard and you've like worked yourself up to a place where you deserve a break, as long as you keep on that path and you like allow yourself to keep working hard, you take breaks where they're needed, you allow yourself self-care and rest, but you never stop, you just keep working, you'll get what you deserve, you know, like you reap what you sow. As long as you put in the hard work, as long as you continue to work at a good pace, success is in your future. If you allow yourself to slacken, if you allow yourself to like, allow to break too long, or if you're a little too undisciplined, justice is exactly what what you get. It's all about like just being accountable and being self-disciplined, and as long as you stay on the straight and narrow path, things are going to be good. If you don't allow yourself hard work, and if you don't work hard, you're not necessarily going to get everything that you think you will. So it's just all about moderation and working hard, but also making sure to take breaks when you deserve it, because no one wants that burnout.
Yeah.
And it just seems like, yeah, success can definitely be in your future, as long as you put in the work behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will say, like, the Four of Wands as well is, like, you could see the witches, like, clearly celebrating, and I think Oleg said in the toward the beginning, that they got a promotion, and so this could be something like, oh yeah, like, this is a huge deal, it's time to celebrate, like, this is great, and
yeah.
It's, like, super important to, like, really, like, take the time to, like, celebrate yourself and make yourself feel, to feel proud of yourself, because it's, like, something super important, and, like, it's obviously, like, something that you've always wanted to accomplish, and now it's accomplished, and so it's,
That's
like,
true.
Yeah, take the time to celebrate it. And then, yeah, the justice is, in my book, it also says reap what you sow. And
it is a good idiom, because it's very hard to say so much with so few words. So I kept repeating it because I couldn't think of a better way to phrase it, except
and it's all about
exactly what it is.
The justice card also, like, represents fairness, truth, and balance as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as long as you're, like, doing good and putting good work into what you're putting into, you're always gonna get good back. But if you're not putting in good work, you're kind of half-assing everything because you're like, oh, I got a promotion, or like, oh, I finally accomplished what I got, I'm just gonna half-ass everything, then that's when things start to take a turn. It's like, okay, it's kind of, I feel like a little bit of like not a warning, but like
it's just a cautionary tale, I guess, of it's a good, like, ethical line of, you get what you deserve means if you deserve bad things, you deserve bad things. If you deserve good, it's because you worked hard and did good.
Yeah, exactly. So that is your reading. So hopefully that resonated. But I mean, a pretty good reading, I would say, like, for career.
Yeah, it's all very positive, and it makes sense from, beginning to future.
Yeah. So anyway, that is all for the evening.
And we're gonna wrap up right at 1 a.m. What a perfectly well-rounded time to finish our stream.
That's perfect. Okay. What?
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This was our first Nova's Tarot Corner for a while. We're gonna be doing this every other Saturday, so bi-monthly at 9 p.m. But we do have our Wednesday D&D streams at 7 p.m. weekly Pacific time right here.
Yeah, so make sure to join us for that.
Make sure to follow, and we will see you this Wednesday.
Oh yeah.